Hi everyone. So we're going to try something a little different, but kind of the same. So I'm going to be getting back to my twin flame therapy, which is basically it's like what I do all the time, but it's just I'm on camera and I'm checking in on somebody's divine love story. So, which can be like same old, I know, but yeah, I'm going to try and do them live. And see how I like that. And then if somebody wants a personal reading that's watching live, then I'll do them at the end. So I'm just going to put in the wee link before I forget. So then I'll pin it. It's not letting me pin it. There it is. Right, because sometimes I completely forget to do that. Now it might be that nobody needs one or wants one, but it's just good to do that in case, you never know, somebody might want a bit of clarity. So I've not put any instructions as such, but there's like I think it's like £10 and then I think it then jumps to like 25 because I had it was still at the more amounts from when I was doing something else. But so yeah, with the first one, a few cards, and then the second one I'll do something more substantial, and then if anyone books the more substantial one, again I would do it for 20 minutes or something. Probably more like 40 minutes, but right, okay. So we'll just cross that bridge when we come to it. So shuffling these scriptures. I've put the lighter down somewhere, so yeah. I've just called in protection in another way before I came on, but this is protection too. So, and I've already saged and stuff before. So, what have we got here? Like, yeah, I'd already smudged. It was just then I put it down because I've filmed a really powerful. Um, I mean, they're all powerful because they're someone's message, but that was like really, it felt really important, and it was funny because I knew because it's Aquarius moon, I knew it was going to be like really. I felt it was going to be like a really galactic message, like, and it was. So hello Nathan, how are you doing? I'm going to do a twin flame therapy live, so. I usually prefer doing them just recorded because I'm in my own wee world and I'm not chatting back and forwards. But I'm just going to see how I like this today. So it will be a bit different for people that are live because when I'm really in the flow of tuning in the story, but I mean, that can happen on any live I do. I might not be chatting back and forwards as much, but I still will. I'm sure I'll say hi when people arrive, kind of thing, but I might just let you chat amongst yourself, however many people are on it. So, bit of an experiment. So, like I said, if I don't like doing it this way, I will just record these on my own, and then and then people can watch them back. But I wanted to try it. So, because if I can get in a way of doing this, and then I'm only on for under an hour, whether it's like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour max, then I can do it most days. So we'll just see. That's my theory. But right, so give us a scripture. The Lord is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him. Nahum 1:7 sounds a little bit like Nathan, doesn't it? So the 7th of January or the 1st of July might be significant. And then we've got from his abundance, we have all received one gracious blessing, blessing after another. John 1:16, so the 16th of January too. Now, that's interesting that it's mentioned in abundance because before I forget, so the full moon in Taurus, which is a week today actually, on the Friday the 15th, that's really powerful because it's a full moon, super moon in Taurus, and it's conjunct Uranus. So it is like, electric bolts of lightning, shaking up your physical environment, your home, your finances, hopefully in a good way, but it could go the other way as well, especially with Pluto and Capricorn shaking up and making people feel a bit uneasy there. But again, the reading I done earlier was really great because it was I appeared to be picking up on it always just comes through like a couple, but it felt like a group of twin flames that are specifically going to be helping people with money and whatever way the money system is going. Because like I've said for years, the whole decade I've been doing this nearly, um, it's the money system's completely going to shift and change. And I mean that even goes for the fact that like there's these other electronic versions of money, and I'm not talking about that. It's like none of us really know what it's going to be like, and I just know that I've been getting prepared to help people through these times. So because I'm very much that white buffalo calf woman about manifesting abundance in the energy realms, like bringing in that in through gratitude and joy, and like getting paid to play. Do you know what I mean? Like very much being in the vibration of being abundant before it arrives. And again, I know that loads of people say this at fashionable, but my way is a little bit different because I'm also here to help people like release the vows of poverty and being in a lack consciousness, whether it's to do with money or anything, like, nothing good ever happens to me and all this kind of stuff. So, um, and because we're in Scorpio, this is good for getting to the bottom of all of this. But anyway, I'm going to read what you wrote in a minute, Nathan. Um, I was getting downloads that I was probably going to be guided to do like a bigger sort of paid event about about abundance mindset and stuff like that. And so when I was doing the recorded one earlier, it was very clear. It was abundance mindset and sever the vows of poverty. So if you're in the membership, only at the highest level, which is just one person at that level just now, I'm going to be doing a Zoom, which will be about 45 minutes. It might go into an hour, but it won't go over an hour. And so, like I said, whoever's on that level, they get me all to themselves because that's what you get. If that's the perks that you get, however many people are at on that level, which, like I said, is just one person just now, and then we've got a handful of people on the second level and no, between the second level and the first level. So again, it's all you can look at the perks yourself of what's there, what suits you. Um, but in addition to that, what I'm going to be doing is I was maybe going to do this paid event like next week, but I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to power through, and whoever signs up for this separate paid event, which will be a couple of hours. So I usually always have them at the same price, which is 55, because it is a lot of energy it brings. It feels like it's going to be a powerful activation coming through, and yeah, you'll know when you watch it. It felt, I keep saying powerful, but it felt exciting, and it felt like for those people that are really ready to let go of that and do it, then yeah, just consider joining that. Like I said, it might not go ahead if I don't get. Usually, I always say like if I don't get three people. I usually would like to have three people to do it. I possibly would do it if there's only two people, but we'll just assess it. You know what I mean? And to be honest, like there's never the most I've ever had on a group Zoom is 10 people when I've had a membership in that. But I know that they want me to start expanding my reach. So yeah, I know I'll be if I'm not doing that this year, I'll be pushed into doing that next year 100%. But we'll just see how we go. If there's a demand for it, then I'll just go with it. But yeah, I'm quite excited. It feels really strong. Um, so anyway, I'll put that up. But like I said, when I do these ones, it's usually always that. But like I said, that's I've got a lot of different things at different levels, and I explained in the video today. It's because most of the time, and I know it's not all of the time, so I'm just saying this generalizing that yes, sometimes it is genuinely people haven't got, it's now, let's be honest, it's not any money, but some people are in that position. But sometimes it is that people are struggling financially, and once they've paid the priorities, they just haven't got that additional money to pay out to other things. But a lot of time, what I've seen over the time of doing this is actually it's just people's priorities are all over the place, and they'll spend money on things like nights out and drinking and or buying luxurious things that you don't really need, you know what I mean? It's ego, it's materialism, but it's also, like I said, to not be too serious about it. It is fun to like buy things that are like, again, my, if you know, like I'm always really transparent. I would say where I'm got loads of stuff like that, it's obviously my cards, but then again, I can kind of justify that that is my work. So it really depends which way you look at it. Do you know what I mean? But I certainly have like slowed down with that because I don't need any more. I've got loads to keep, you know what I mean? Forever more, I don't need any more. But it's just, it's like, I wish these people would stop bringing out these amazing. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of feel, well, I'm quite happy with that because like I'm not interested in your like, you know, designer fucking handbags that are like hundreds and thousands of pounds and shit like that. And actually, even when I have been like, oh, that's quite nice, it's always something like so plain that you wouldn't even know that I'm not interested in it. Do you know what I mean? Um, and so yeah, basically that's the kind of vibe I think we're going with. So watch the one earlier when I published it. Like I said, it's uploading just now. I've not even watched it back, but it just felt so strong. It had like cards like be a light to others and wise leader, and it's got a guy on the be a light to others, and it's got a woman on the wise leader. So I really, it was just the visual of the thumbnails, but like I had to arrange the thing for ages. But it's just basically like it reminds me of that thing from like I think it's like the Times of Avalon that like the sleeping king awakens. It's like somebody is really awakening to like their true twin flame, you know, and that's actually happening to a lot of divine masculines right now in the collective. And again, it always is. It gets boring. Like it really does get boring to tap into this shit. And that's why I'm kind of mixing it up by doing these live. But anyway, so that's the gist of it. So I just wanted to get it out of the way. And also I'm going to be doing, there's a lot of things. I'm going to be doing an 11-11 distance healing. So I know this can get kind of complicated, so I'm going to explain it best I can for if you're on the first level of the membership, the Soul Fam Wolf Pack, there's a link that you can click and you only need to pay something like £5 something, right? And um the people that are on Rainbow Warriors and above, so that's you, Nathan, you don't need to, so you don't need to pay anything. I'm just throwing that in there because it's likely that I won't be running the Fuck It Let's Go challenge because that's already Monday. But again, I will if you never know, there might be a few people that join over the weekend and then I'll be able to run it, but we need a bit of momentum. So I'll do so you can have that included and then I'll do something else for us. Um, and but yeah, for everybody else, it's you know it's 11:11, and I'll be sending that out at 11 o'clock or maybe even 11:11 UK time on Monday night, which will be magical because it's a magical, mystical Pisces moon, which is all about true love and twin flames and soulmate kind of energy, and and uh, and also like you know opening up your psychic gifts and everything. So yeah, I feel that'll be really lovely, and people always have like amazing experiences whenever I send like group distant healings and that, like I love hearing the different experiences people have. So always email me. If you're too shy to leave a comment, which seems to be the majority of the people that tune in, please send an email and let me know. Like, you know, I'll get back to you at some point with that. But you know, I am terrible with my email. My emails are really full just now. And I've also at different points been feeling very overwhelmed with the world energy. So if I'm not getting back to you, it's because I've just been looking after me. Because again, I'm a good teacher in that way. To balance your own inner masculine and feminine, you've got to put your own energy first before the demands of, you know, things like that. But yeah, anyway, so and it's Friday now anyway. So from Friday to Tuesday, I don't tend to get back to emails and that. So um right, what else? I think that's it. So there's different things there. You can join any level of membership with what you're called to. It would be great if people want to join the second level there so that we can do the quantum leap, you know, the Fuck It Let's Go challenge. Which again, I'll just explain briefly. If you've never done that before, it is basically where I help people over like 5 days with little videos that I release. And I usually sometimes I pick a theme or sometimes I leave it open, but I feel if we run it, I think I'm going to pick like something to do around shadow work or something to do with shadow work and loving yourself, accepting yourself. Um, and it's just like it helps create a mindset shift around something you're struggling with. And you know, what I say to people is, you know, pick something small, don't pick something big. because it's, it's these little shifts in your life create the bigger momentum for the bigger things. But I mean, but people have had like amazing things that like big shifts in their life. It's just, it's up to you, but that's um kind of. But we'll just see. If I don't end up running it Monday, which it doesn't look likely just now, we'll do it later on, when there's more people. Um, Everybody, anyway, I'm always giving out more than whatever I've said I'm going to do there anyway, and I always sort of balance it out. So, um, yeah, and I think that's it. I think that's it because, but generally speaking, I've always ran my memberships this way. If you're in the membership, there's always things happening around the new moon and the full moon because I like to transmute the energy of the fuckery of people that are doing the dark stuff around these times. So I'm putting out the good energy. So yes, I like that. I like the way I think I just covered everything. Um, and also, yeah, of course, if you want to book a personal session, I work from Tuesday to Friday typically. And then if I've had a lot of sessions on the Tuesday, I don't, I tend to take a wee break on the Wednesday. But again, if I haven't, then, I'll be open. But you can just email and ask. Um, and like I've said before, I'm just stressing because I've had people help with emails before. It is only me that has got, unless I get hacked, but it's only me that's got access to both those email addresses. And I have two different ones because they're all full basically. And like I have to delete stuff all the time, but they will come through. Um, but yeah, and if I've ever got anyone running the Soul Fam Wolfpack one, I'll let you know because I wouldn't want to email somebody that I knew that like they had an assistant or something. So you know what I mean? Or I would if I knew, but it'd always be somebody that I could trust anyway. And it's just to sort of help me manage my workload. Um, because I do foresee it's going to get busy. I don't know exactly when, but I feel it's the winter. So, I mean, the winter can be anywhere from now to, you know what I mean? So, right. So, I'm going to read what Nathan's wrote and then I'm going to get into doing this. So, I'm mentally and emotionally well, and I'm manifesting the fund. I need to finish up some feng shui touch ups to my place. I now have 40 where I had none this morning. Well done. Go you. Um, and I'm going to be I'm actually going to go in into the membership and do the prayer circle. It might not be right after this, but it'll be at some point tonight. But I might just decide to go in right after this. We'll just see. So that will help with that too. And it'll already have been helping, you see, because as I was thinking about that today, is that any of you that are on the membership at any level, when you do notice that you are experiencing like, answered prayers that you've been putting out, like it's great, if you again let me know in private or in public or that, just so that people can know, because it does, prayer does make a huge difference. And so yes, and talking of prayer, here's pray for me, Claire, and manifest in abundance. Oh look, well I'm already on it. I haven't even read that yet. As I'm striving to pay all the healers and readers I go to, including you. Well, absolutely, prayers for that abundance to come in, Nathan. And I let go of poverty and lack forevermore. My guilty pleasure is sessions and spiritual items. Ah, yes, but make sure you don't get too addicted to that, Nathan, because you don't want to be peeling yourself away from other addictions and falling into that. So, because you don't want to spread your energy too thin. So, just identify what it is you need help with, and then because the one thing I wonder if that's going to come up in this with me. You know what I mean? Because I do feel whatever I'm talking to somebody about is going to come into this. I do feel passionate about whenever anybody comes to me and they're just somebody that gets readings all the time, if I feel the need to, I'll be like, look, I'm not going to give you another reading because I don't see how that's going to help you. It's, but I will give you healing. And I try to basically encourage people with that because too many readings can just confuse the hell out of you. And especially because there's not even enough people understand how timelines work. And that's why, it's like, it's people with the best intentions can say things like, oh, this feels like it's happening right now, or, like this is going to happen soon. And, honestly, like as somebody that does this and also receiving things like that, like I said, with people with best intentions, there's actually no way of people really knowing that. So, because time is an illusion. Like I even think with some of the results that have happened lately, it's so obvious to me that what people predicted and were picking up on a few years ago, it was because people picked up on this timeline. So, you know what I mean? It's so obvious to me, like, because I felt that too. I was like, that's funny, because I was sure it was going to be him. So, yeah, and they're pulling me the thing up there. It says the future's in your hands. So I'm starting off by shuffling the Golden Age Tarot. So let's just see. These are pretty lengthy, but let's get a card for the masculine and the feminine because I'm going to do my own spreads. Very serious, aren't I? It's because the sun is still hitting my Saturn. I'm like, right, let's get to work. It's like I'm either going to be really galactic again in this, or it's like very kind of serious. Um, this is why I need some play in my life, guys, because it's all work and no play. Don't worry, I'm going to play tomorrow, so just going to hang out with my pal, so that's playing. Right, so inner union, that's what I called it. So then it'll be, and I made it ages ago, so where is it on my phone? I need to clear out the notes on my phone. I've got so many notes in my phone. Oh man, I'm not finding it. Slow down. When did I? Trying to sing something to me, but because I'm trying to find this, I'm not. Wait a minute. Oh, it's that one again. It's a beautiful day. Na, 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 na. They're singing that song about, and I'm glad you're the one that got away. It's a beautiful day. It's like I said, I don't know, I just always think that song's quite brutal because it's like somebody's like leaving somebody and they're like, thank God. Um, and actually, Freedom fell on the floor earlier. Oh, what the hell? Am I not meant to do this? I can't find it. Right, they don't want me to do it, right? I generally know it is anyway because I made it up myself. I know what I think. I think they want me to shuffle that deck to get now, if anyone wants a personal one, this is what I can do. I think depends. If it's the free cards, I would do that for a tenner, although that's actually really quite generous because that could still take a while. But any of the other ones, it would be the £25 one, or if it's one of the more like look, there's one with free cards, right? And then there's ones that's like 5 and 7, and then if it's one of the bigger ones, it would need to be like there's one, yeah, that would need to be the one with the most. And if you're wondering what I'm talking about, when you click that link, it's got you click donate when you go to the Ko-fi page and it's got free amounts. So we'll just use our common sense about what I'll do there. If anyone wants it, people might not. It's just I was guided. Usually when I'm guided to put it, somebody needs it. But yeah, so give us what am I going to focus then on? Because why can't I find my own? I'll still do it kind of like my own. It's definitely going to be picking up on a divine feminine, divine masculine, whatever's going on. This is what it's going to be on. Family. Oh, and it's only two. How will growing my family challenge me? How will it benefit me? Oh my God, that's quite specific. What's this one? What spiritual lesson can my shadow side teach me? Why is this lesson important for me? What challenge might stand in the way of learning this lesson? How does my shadow inform my spirituality? I remember reading that one before. Okay, well, quite specific. Didn't see it going that way, but maybe. Oh, Aquarius moon is about shock surprises. So maybe you've got a shock surprise coming. Be careful out there, guys. But it's talking about growing a family. I suppose growing a family could just be you getting together with someone, but we'll just see if we get fertility and stuff coming up. And you know what? For once, this isn't feeling like that's growing a family with the wrong person because um it's just yeah, because I'm tuning into twin flames. So but I mean I do pick up on karmic stuff too, but that's not what I'm feeling. Um right, so what are we gonna do? So yeah, I'm going to pull right. So because we've done that, let's just. This is my alarm's going to go off like, and then I'm going to be like, no, I'm not finished. Right. So what's this? Separation. Time apart from your partners on the horizon. So again, I feel this is about twins and separation, but what's new? Like most twin flames are. And then I've just lay it on a card that says, "Will you give me a second chance?" So that feels like it's going to be relevant too, but we'll just see. So give me a card for where the feminine's at, because all this guidance keeps coming through for the masculine, and understand that that's a huge part of my purpose masculine, whether you're male or female. But I do feel it would be nice for the feminines to get some guidance too. And if you could possibly home in on the feminines, male or female, The ones that awakened first, or that have, that are more actively kind of knowing what this is about and not running as much, because you do run too. Um, could you give us that rather than the masculine's feelings? But I'll just see what they do. But it is going to be the masculine's feelings too, but let's just see. Oh, rest, yeah, totally. Wow. Totally, totally divine feminine vibes because it's the Four of Swords. And I usually can't tell with these cards. Whoa, big, but whoa, whoa, whoa. Right, okay. Being dramatic, being dramatic. That's the masculine's card. So, yeah, I'm not even going to shuffle for the masculine because it's the same soul. I'm picking up on, and again, when I say this, it's masculine, feminine. I can see how serious I am when this is hitting my Saturn. It's hilarious. Like I'm going to have to keep reminding myself to lighten up because everything feels like fucking really serious to me right now. This is what I meant by like the other day I was feeling the rewards of it. And it's like, it's not that I'm not feeling it, I'm still feeling that, but I'm feeling like a very serious energy here. Like there's commitments come up in the one earlier too. So it's like big serious energy, big grown up serious adult energy. That's what I'm feeling. Um, and there's the infinity symbol on there. So we've got the infinity symbol. That's usually when maybe they want me to do this. So I'm always channeling the light codes, but and the healing comes out of my eyes and my energy in general. And I'll try and just do this a bit slowly. I do things really fast. Again, it's not, it's the guides that I work with, just so I'm just trying to tell them. We're having to clear with this because I've misplaced my lighter. So, but that's going to mean something. Somebody didn't know who their twin flame was, but now they're having an awakening along with the other collective energy that is awakening with them. Because collective awakening, judgment. And what's amazing about this is in the one that I've filmed earlier, the judgment card was one of the main cards. It was the devil and judgment, but because it's a deck that's got the words explaining it, it's like angel cards, it's like softly, softly. It was pretty amazing because I'd said I felt a lot of stuff about materialism coming through, which you'd think we were still in the Capricorn moon, but remember that it's because the full moon is about money too, the Taurus full moon. But it's like it's so weird that I kept saying the word materialism, and then it was like that particular devil card is called ego, and it's got materialism at the bottom. So there's definitely something here about people that were overly focused on money and success and things looking good on the, just looking good, like fancy cars, fancy car, fancy house, fancy, trophy wife or husband or boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever, or people that weren't like overly kind of focused on love at all, and it would just be kind of like, staying a bachelor or a bachelorette, and then just but basically just love not really being on the radar that much. It's like that's people are having a collective awakening, and the divine feminine's got restful renewal, four of activation. So this is all about rest and healing, and like just taking it easy, really. So we'll just see what comes up here. But again, that can be for the masculine too, that this could be that the masculines are actually resting and healing, and and also because there's a lot of stuff coming through about healing past pain and trauma and stuff like that. So um yeah, but collective awakening judgment, like that's massive. That is massive that that's coming through. So although they're telling me I'm doing this to do a wee cute twin flame therapy, I actually more just feel it's got a lot to do with yeah, like I said, the collective awakening world energy is just really being shaken up by recent events. Um and it's about, there's a lot about, Christ consciousness, unity consciousness flooding in right now. And just, your eyes are being opened to a lot of things. It's not just, who your true twin flame is. I feel if you are the masculine, you're seeing the truth of other things in the world that you possibly couldn't see before. Like the veil is being lifted in a lot of things. Um, yeah, right, okay, let's read it. But just feels huge already. Right, so 53. So this is and I just opened it up at Deep Dive, page 39. This is a time for inner reflection. Consider the opportunities available to you and whether your hesitancy to take them stems from fearful avoidance or good instincts. So already, like that could be people that are trying to tune into, am I being guided by spirit or God or my guides, or am I making another mistake here? So trying to slow down and tune in. And that would make sense with what I just said about trauma. Like if you had made bad choices in love or friendships before, um, I've never pulled this card, but I want to. Initiative portals. Like, look, it's got a big eye on it, and that's quite interesting because if you watched the one yesterday, I got drawn to a big eye on loads of things. So again, it's just this energy of there's a lot of people watching. Be open and curious. Approach life with innocence and a willingness to see beyond the surface. Assumptions and projections. A surprise opportunity may be just around the corner. Oh my God. And again, that is Aquarius moon. So yeah, there's the shocks and surprises are like real time energy because that is what Aquarius moon brings. So basically tonight and tomorrow. So you could have a surprise on Saturday night. So um right, 53. Oh, and I've just opened up the book. So this is the feminine's card and the masculine's feelings. This is a time to rest, retreat, and reflect on where you have been and where you're going. Just as the crystal skulls have lain in the earth, waiting for the right time to bloom, their ancient wisdom codes, which is very divine feminine, because true divine feminine, it's like, the ones that are teaching out here like me, like we are holding these ancient codes, and then that's why I'm doing things like this to share with others. So it is time for you to take a deep breath before you start your next project or interface in the world again. Inner rest and retreat are the themes of this card. And so, notice that I'm a bit of both right now. Like I am actually I'm back to work, but actually even when I'm back to work, I always incorporate rest into my week. I've always been like that. Like I always have my Monday off, and like I said, if I have a really busy Tuesday or like, basically it would be like even just two clients on a Tuesday would be huge for me because if this is like really deep-seated trauma and like dark stuff that I'm clearing, then I'm going to really need to rest on the Wednesday. Do you know what I mean? But like I said, if it was like one person or not so much, then I wouldn't. But it's I just they guide me. But again, it's about being in the moment and in this the new earth energy. You know what I mean? Like one day you can feel great, the next day it might not be that you don't feel so great, but you might feel really tired. That's how it is for me. And So what I'm basically trying to say is because I basically, but again, like I said, I'm because it's Aquarius moon, like the messages keep coming through about the future. But yeah, I'm not called Crystal Clear Visions for no reason. I gave this chat another one, but it's coming through again. Like I really do pick up on the future in a huge, huge way. Like that's why, like, if you compare, you shouldn't compare people anyway, but compared to like other people that I've seen along the years as well. Like it's like the messages I bring through can be like years in the future and months in the future and weeks in the future. So um basically like I've just been in this, like I've been in a huge period of rest because the sun was in my 12th house and just because it was where I was meant to be. But it's because I need to be more alert and here for the people that are really going to need it because people are going through this collective awakening. And that can be like, a huge ego death, dark night of the soul. Again, look at what they've made me wear. Because I was kind of like, I really like this actually. I kind of want to wear this tomorrow because I'm like, going to see my friend and it's a bit of an outing whenever I do that. So it's because like I need to go a bit further afield. But it's kind of like, it feels very Scorpio, it feels like people are really in the feels and in the depth of things. And and like I said, I've been helping people with awakening and dark night of the soul since I started Crystal Clear Visions 10 years ago next year. So and like I said, I was helping people with that before that under different names and stuff. So yeah, this is my thing. So it's oh look, behind that we've got heart, 10 of portals. So yeah, that's a real heart awakening. Oh, and that's family too. And that's what that card says. So I feel like this is definitely I feel before we really get into this, I feel that family thing. Although it's got things about starting a family, I feel I bet you it's going to be, because this is making sense now. They were guiding me to watch one that's on the membership that is about family, basically karmic family. I don't, I don't like saying that so much because I think it can really trigger people, right? Because even if people have basically been like karmic family, like as in like karmic family or friends, because it's really just as then they're just it's just as hurtful because some people's friends are like family, but it's like and it's even worse if you're sleeping with the enemy because that is the case with a lot of people until you wake up, until you have an awakening to that. But you know, it is possible that the same people can then go through their own awakening and ego death and heal their trauma and their shadow and do better in life. But it's just, it's really each people's individual call whether it's safe enough to really let the same people back in your life. A lot of times it isn't, but sometimes it is. Because that's, because of, when you do ancestral clearing and healing and, you heal the mother line and the father line, again, like that's the kind of more intensive um deeper shamanic work that I do with people that are like used to soul retrieval and that have been coming to me for years, or going to just get more aware of it and you're more empowered. Like that's when I do deeper work like that. Because again, people that really understand how important this is, you just never. That's why I say it all the time. You just never stop doing soul retrieval. It's not a case of like, oh, you do a couple of soul retrievals, I'm healed. Do you know what I mean? It's like no. It's like there's always it's when you have the epiphany of something coming into your awareness. That's like what I just said to you, Nathan, actually. When you have the epiphany of, oh, I've just noticed something that I wasn't seeing before, that's my blind spot. Now I know what I need to go and get healing with. And when you identify, right, who would be good to heal me with this, and then you go do it, then there shouldn't be really a need to keep getting the same reading over and over again. And that's why I say that to people. It's like, look, although I sit here and do this all the time, it's because there's always other twin flames awakening to the journey. There's always masculines realizing, fuck, I'm the wrong person. Or masculines realizing, oh my God, I trusted the wrong friend. I trusted the wrong family member. I thought you people wouldn't do this, blah, blah, blah. Or, you know what I mean? It's like there's always more people awakening. Um, yeah, but there's a lot coming through here. But yeah, the point is that I've just been in a time of retreating. So although I'm still always going to be aware of that, I'm more like back to work vibes. But I feel a lot of the divine feminines tuning in here. This could be, you're being guided to be more in your rest, especially because as we get to the end of Scorpio season, it is very intense, very deep, and it's it's wise to have a huge trauma release, like, like have a good cry if you haven't already. But anyway, so um right. In whichever way you can, create a sanctuary of meditation, peace, and calm. Replenish your energy by connecting with the life force of your higher self. This card encourages doing this on your own, taking some solo time, including keeping words to a minimum. Yeah, so again, like I'd really advise that as well if you're being guided to do that. And again, you could go by your astrology chart, and again, I'd love to look at your chart if you want to book one of those sessions. Like, make sure you pick the right one on the schedule though. And like I said, if you book the crystal clear clarity, I can incorporate that into whatever we're doing. I could look at your chart as well, especially if you've worked with me before. um but or it could just be, just trust what your own guidance system is saying. But I think, I think the whole keep your words to a minimum might be about how triggering the astrology and just the energy is in general right now. A silent retreat may be a good option right now, especially if you cannot switch off from your current surroundings. It may be time to reevaluate your life and process some recent experiences, or allow yourself time to sit with the beingness of existence. This is not a time for decision making, but rather a good time to reflect on how far you've come. Clear the mental clutter. Oh, that's funny because there was a card like that on the one earlier. And noise from your mind. And remember, it's Aquarius moon right now, so that is overthinking, it's all stuff to do with the mind. And go within from your roots up. This time will support you exponentially when your presence blossoms in the world again. So see, I love how that's fitting in with what I'm saying. So you'll know where you're at. You're either in the same energy as me and you're like ready to kind of come out and face the world again and be seen and shine your light because you're somebody that is here to help somebody in their dark. Um, but you've got to have your time too, because like I said, I did just take the best part of a month to myself. Although I was still showing up, I had a lot of, I stayed for the best part of a week with my friend, but just not doing cards and stuff like that. Again, although we're interested in the same stuff, we were still, I was still like doing like just still, I'm still a healer, and but it's kind of like, and then I've done other stuff, so it's kind of like, but or you're what this is saying, you need to rest and then take on board if you're the masculine too, this would be your feelings. Like, so you could be getting guided to be a bit more quieter, walks in nature, spend time yourself, hermit, maybe not be out there talking as much because again, I feel your energy will be very triggering for others right now because you're changing and growing that much with you going through an awakening and everyone else that there's going to be people that especially because in the shadow side of Scorpio season is basically the shadow. Like people can really be showing themselves for who they really are. Which can be quite upsetting, it's every, without fail, there's always going to be something like you're just kind of like, all right, I really didn't think, you know, that person would be like that. You know what I mean? It's just when I think back over the years, there's always something. But and you just don't know what people are going through. So the image reminds us that we can receive so much by going within. The inner journey of the meditator may appear lonely or disconnected, but two is the mycelium network, I don't know what that is, invisible to the naked eye. It connects with all around it. Your visions, experiences, open the doorway to your deeply connected and boundless inner self. Recharge is paramount now. So really take that on board, feminines and masculines feelings. The silence of your external stimuli is essential to help you relax your nervous system. Yet if you, especially, if you're healing a lot of trauma just now, which most people tuning in either are or should be, because again, I'm doing stuff to do with that with myself as well. So, it's like I said, it does never stop. So, just be aware of that. It's like nobody's like fully enlightened. Yeah, if you choose, you may be gifted an array of codes and activations that light the way forward whilst you're in your receptive state. You can put these into motion once you're ready to step out in the world again, igniting luminescence in all you do and touch, illuminate others along the way. Right, this card is blowing my mind because it is exactly that's exactly what I'm saying, and it's like even the fact that I was out walking by the sea and then I sent like behind the camera when I'm just showing you the sea, I'm sending the healing and the light codes and stuff, with my intention, you see. But yeah, this card also signifies the root chakra and is one of the chakra guardians. It represents foundations, having your survival needs met, again, stuff to do with money, feeling at home with yourself, and a sense of grounding connection to the earth under you. Not a coincidence, that's very in line with the full moon in Taurus, which is a week today. So, will I bother reading this bit? I know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I would remember to do that though. Nathan, do you think you'll be here when I finish this? Oh, I just looked at 555, big changes. Um, because I might close off to ground this in with this wee meditation. I'll put the card in. If I don't remember, I don't remember, but you can remind me if you're here. Right, so let me just read the rest of what you said. I'm currently working on channeling clear and connected to spirit. Always wish me luck. It's been a long time coming. Absolutely. You don't need luck, Nathan. You do it. You just need to clear the cobwebs that are in the way, and that's what my stuff helps with. And the channeling, because I'm always activating people's gifts and stuff as well. I did the spiritual warfare journey with my friend, and he almost passed out. He really needed it. What do you mean the spiritual warfare journey? um, but yes. Right. So, um, but yeah, prayers for your friend because that sounds a bit intense. Right. So 20. Right, and I've just opened the book up at the right page, right? So listen up, everyone. This is important because this is where the collective of masculines are at, whether you're male or female. And like, same thing, this is also the feminine's masculine side. But I'm just really interested in the fact that the judgment card has appeared heavily in both videos today. So, you're being called to a new awakened life, that which Oh, that which you no longer need will be discerned and purged. Oh my God, I've already used that word in. I've already said about this being the purge. I've not seen that film, by the way. I don't like what my one? Oh my God, this is hilarious. The shamanic journey for spiritual warfare, and I don't even freaking what one do you mean the one where it was like about like black magic, clearing black magic and stuff? Like, is it the one where I wasn't wearing makeup and I was in a purple cardigan? Or, oh, is it the one with the jumper that I've never been able to find since? See, I just remember by the clothes that I was wearing, with my wee short bob and the jumper with the bits missing here. That one. That is powerful. I actually watched that back myself once and I was like sparkled, but in a good way, I felt it. So yeah. So remember actually, Nathan, if your friend wouldn't mind and you, oh right, the black magic one. Right. Yeah. Oh good, amazing. Well, do you know what? Like go and just if your friend doesn't mind, go and get him to monitor how he feels over the next 3 weeks and then check in with me and I'll, share something anonymously. If he doesn't mind, he doesn't need to. But it's just because, again, like I really would love some more reviews about how I have helped people either see something they weren't seeing, which is freaking all the time, but like, basically something about, where there was fuckery or trickery or deception or lies, manipulation, all that. It would be good to get a few more things from either the paid stuff or the free content. Right, okay. So, but again, only if anybody watching, that would be helpful. Um, Right, so especially, I'd like some pretty soon because Scorpio season ends, on the 21st. It would be good if to share some of them. Right, okay, so you're being called to a new awakened life. That which you no longer need will be discerned and purged. Again, really powerful message because the one earlier was about that, letting go of what no longer serves you. The one yesterday was about letting go of what no longer serves you. There's a huge theme. The energy of this card, oh, and then time's up. So the alarms went off, but I'm not going to stop. I'm going to keep going. So I feel like maybe this is some of the masculines feeling like time's up. Like I feel, oh yeah, God is calling judgment, like time's up, time to make your decision. And actually, um, the um, I did pull the two swords in the verse earlier, and on that particular card, it is a guy like, what way will I go? So I feel this is maybe some people have already made their decision. Right, so the energy of this card is about awakening from the sleep state that much of the world has been in for so long. This is what I mean about this being an important message. It calls us to rise up and remember before it is too late. So basically, see people that are lurking on me that are not twin flames. I said that in a way of like assuming they're karmic energies, but I know. Okay. Um, right. So the song that just went off is Shock Horror James Arthur, but it's Say You Won't Let Go. So God, wait a minute, that's really freaky. Because again, and you saw me shuffle, that song is like literally one of my favourites. But it has, again, all his are, but that one really is. And that one's got something about family and shit in it. That's so weird. Um, this could be Mars and Leo, because Mars and Leo is children, because it's the fifth house, which is children. But why did it not show me the lyrics? I mean, I know the lyrics. That's funny. The lyrics aren't coming. But anyway, I just know that anyway because what that song's always reminded me of as well, is there was this thing circulating about years ago, and um, it was all about like I don't know why. I know the words in it does remind me. I know why. It's like the lyrics and that remind me of that. And it's because I feel like he was influenced by that viral video. But the point is, it's like, I think it's a bit where it's like, put the kids to bed and no, it's something like, I'll thank my lucky stars for that night. For a minute, I forget that I'm older. I wanna. And again, like I said, I'm not going to sing that because it is probably my favorite. Actually, I don't know. I can't really decide whether that's my favorite or Just Us because that one only came out last year. But that one, but again, I just love all the songs. But that was like the one that that was at number one for ages and everything. So it could be that could be really specific. That could be a specific song to use well with that going off because that one doesn't actually. That's the thing. It's one of my favorite. It doesn't really go off too often, but. um Yeah, the whole gist is with that viral video I'm talking about, it's like a guy basically saying, if I hadn't, oh yeah, shit, there must be, this is so clever how my guys are doing that. It's called Look Up from Your phone. So I'm sure you'll know, but I'll share it as well if I can find it. But it'll be easy to find though. But I'm sure it was just called Look Up from Your phone. So that's significant because if you're glued to your phone, the whole point is if you're glued to your phone, you could actually miss the love of your life in the street because he shows you, oh, this is so clever. It's like that card. It's like if you go one way and you're glued to your phone, like asleep in the matrix, you could miss your true person and be distracted, right? And it shows you what happens. So I think first it shows you what happens if he does look up from his phone and he, meets the girl and then they date and then they end up having a family and blah blah blah. And then it shows you it's really sad. It shows you another like version of it where he doesn't look up from his phone and he walks past the person he was meant to be with. So this is all going to be very relevant. I feel like I need to show you the card that I pulled earlier for like the two of swords. Um All very intriguing, guys. Where is the two of swords? And it's amazing how they guided me. They always just guide me to the right deck. Is it? Look, see, I love that. This is the vibes that I'm picking up on. Two of water, partnership, commitment, reconciliation. There's that word again, commitment. Wait a minute, that could be a thumbnail. No, I think we need collective awakening. There we go. Wait a minute. For fuck's sake, I'm doing a fucking video. The buzzer's going, guys. Nathan, could you entertain the people that are watching? Hang on. It'll just be Amazon. Hello? No, 11. Oh, okay. Right. That's my Epsom salts, guys. Important to be having them in these times. Right, so yeah, you know how I said ages ago I gave my Starseed Oracle cards to my friend? Well, it was that friend. His YouTube is Skunkle. His name is Jacob. He's going through it a lot, especially he's waking up. Well, I'm very glad to hear that. And yes, right, okay. So, I'm glad to hear he's waking up. I'm not glad to hear he's going through a difficult time. So, I mean, it very much sounds like he's in the energy of the card that I'm reading. And also, by the way, when the door goes like that, I always feel it is it's like unexpected things happening, and that is Aquarius energy. Now, wait a minute, because I was trying to look, there's the lovers too. That's the energy of this too, because that's the download I got earlier. I'll pin the shorts below if you haven't seen it. But I was getting the download like before I left, and then when I was walking by the sea, it was just they were just talking to me about all this stuff about like a lot of the masculines are like um yeah, just having the epiphany of where they've been confused about whatever, but specifically where there's been a switch up and like unfortunately it could be like them perceiving you to be somebody karmic or against them in some sort of way, and you know, and it wouldn't be helped by the actual karmic people around them. Like I said, sleeping with the enemy. I don't say that for no reason. That will be somebody's thing, but that could be past or present or like, you know, it's look out. Um, but um especially because now they're flashing up the scene at the end of They Live, where basically they're getting it on, but it's a robot, like it's a soulless being. So anyway, moving on. But the lovers is a choice, you know. But look on that particular card, it's there's only two people. So some lovers cards have got three people. So I find that interesting that it's like this person's made a choice. And I did say that. And then we've got look, we've got this is hilarious. We've got the Knight of Fire behind it, and it's like a modern guy running. Confident, passionate, adventurous, the Knight of Wands. Right, wait a minute though. I was trying to find the Two of Swords card. What I'm really fucking hungry actually. Hungry is sexual energy. That's always I worked out that that was my sign for, but I am quite literally hungry. I should have put shit. I should have put my stuff in the. It's not going to take long to heat up. Oh fuck. I know what I'll do. When I get off of this, I'll heat my tea up while I'm doing the prayer circle. Where is this card? I might just not show you it if I can't. Is it maybe because I used it for I didn't use it in the thumbnail though. There it is, there it is. Right, so see on this, right? And again, snow could be relevant here. Indecision, avoidance, confusion. And the man has two swords and there's two paths that you could take. So you could be this man or you could be this woman, but I would say this is a masculine energy. You've been trying to make a decision for something. You've been trying to make a decision about something. And like I said, I'm picking up on somebody that's made their decision, or this is the moment they've made, you know, it's the energy of them making a decision because it actually pulled it out in reverse. But I feel this person could be, you know, in a lot of disappointment, regret, and hoping for forgiveness because, you know, this woman is crying on the floor over, literally crying over spilt milk, but like 3 cups, so it's like focusing on things that are basically focusing on other things that are upsetting you and you're not seeing that the Two of Cups is on the table. And how clever is that I just showed the Two of Cups a minute ago? So it's like this is somebody that's not seeing that you know the love is oh the wow, and then look, there's the same order that came out earlier. Oh my god, it's the exact same order. That is so creepy. That's really creepy because I did shuffle. That's on the thumbnail, the one I'm gonna it's yeah, so the devil and the judgment card. Illusion, dependency, materialism, reflection, self-evaluation, rebirth. So it really is Judgment Day, guys, for the world. I mean, fucking hell, maybe that's Jesus Christ. Look, maybe that's a good thumbnail. Because again, this is a really important. This is what I'm saying about. It's just interesting. Like I'm feeling. I'm just wondering when the shift is going to take place, when it's like this isn't just for twin flames. Again, it'll just naturally happen. But if you see me kicking about out there and I'm on another channel, it's because I've been guided to do that because it's like, you know, it's yeah, yeah. Right, okay. So, um anyway, let's read this. So, um I pray my twin and I no longer cry over spilt milk and focus on filling up our cups. Absolutely, Nathan. Right, so pray that for all of us. Um The energy of this card is about awakening from the sleep state that much of the world has been in for so long. It calls us to rise up and remember before it is too late. It is time to recall that we are powerful, embodied, luminescent beings. We are many more times limitless, interconnected than we have been led to believe. This card speaks of of a leveling up, rather, in your consciousness, dancing in devotion to the divine. An array of dimensional vibrations is available to us. Even within the spectrum we can access in our human bodies, choose the slipstream of the highest available. That's interesting that I was going to do the challenge on Monday to jump to the highest timeline, and this is talking about that. So yeah, very interesting. Um, the new Earth is already here, and some like this is what oh my God, this is what I said on the one earlier, and I didn't pull this card earlier. So the new Earth is already here, and some of us have already made the quantum leap. So that is literally, you'll hear later, that is exactly what I said on the one earlier, and I actually say it all the time that I've been in new Earth frequencies for years, like for a very long time, and it's like I said, it's quite lonely. But it's I have now and again come across people that experience it like me, but like not fully, it's like even when I've connected with others, they're like, whoa, like you're really like, never mind all this kind of fifth dimension and 12th dimension. It's like, the energies I tap into like are really high vibrational. It can be, it takes a lot to kind of ground my energy. Um, but it's because of, like I said in the one yesterday, like just see me as like an usher showing you your seat, you know what I mean? I think that was yesterday's or today's. Um, we may reside in our physical bodies, but we're no longer entangled in them. Aligned with our dharmic life purpose, we receive the supportive and nourishing energy we need to thrive. As the old paradigm falls away, we are barely touched. In the darkness, we hold the light for the way forward. Judgment also speaks of a purging process, a time for outdated aspects to surface and release. So again, not a coincidence, the ego death, basically someone's having an ego death was on the one I done earlier. On the other side, you will feel refreshed and renewed with a greater access to joy, trust, and intuition and courage. It's time to expand into the highest version of yourself, a fractal of the whole, a fragment of the big picture perspective jigsaw puzzle. Wow. This card indicates that you're at a significant crossroads. Oh my God, the guy at the crossroads. And reminds you that choices made now will have long-term effects. Didn't I say it was serious? This is exactly the energy that I was channeling. Like the decisions people are making right now are long-term commitment decisions, um, things that like people have fought long and hard about. That's what I'm feeling here. It's like serious energies. It suggests that you're coming close to an important stage in your soul's journey. There's an emphasis on combining intellect and intuition, drawing on past experiences to consider both the logical way forward and the path synchronized with spirit's higher calling. Oh my God, that card is just like so nailing what happens to the masculines on the twin flame journey. But I mean, this is actually what happens to everyone during spiritual awakening. But wow, really powerful. Right. Okay. So I think what I'll do is I'll end when I end it, I'll end it with the other card. But wowzers. Right. Right, let's get on with this family thing then, because that and if you think about what I just said, like that would be serious too if you're at the point of doing that. So again, only you'll know if you're there. I can't imagine that's really too many people tuning in, to be honest, but who knows who listens in the quiet. But like I said, it can be future messages. So the question is, how will growing my family challenge me? So this bit is very specific. Like I said, just take it or leave it. Um, how will growing your family challenge you for whoever this is for? Instantly what I'm getting here, right? I'll read the book too, but I feel it'll heal you from past trauma and family experiences because I've just pulled the Three of Swords in reverse. So yeah, I really do feel it's like creating your own healthy family dynamic with a safe, secure attachment is going to heal you from the past experiences. So that's pretty deep. Hello, Charlotte. How are you doing? And hello, Martin. How are you doing? Um, and yeah, so again, how will growing your family challenge you? I feel it will be a challenge because it's like I feel I'm talking to a group of people where you've not had again, because like sadly, like I say all the time, this is a lot of people that I help. You didn't have a very happy family experience. I mean, nobody does all the time anyway, but I mean, because they always say, actually, it's funny that I said that about nobody's fully enlightened, But it's like they say, if you think you're enlightened, go and spend a week with your family or something. You know what I mean? And it is true. Never mind just family, it's friends too. Like, think about how, seriously, like, think about how many weekend, even just a weekend or like holidays you've been on where, you think like, oh, I'll never get sick of this person. They're like my favorite person ever. Like, whether it's like a lover or like a friend or a family member or something. And like, I've had experiences where it's different lengths of time and you're like, holy motherfucker, do you know what I mean? It's like, whoa, like, you know what I mean? I will think twice before I it's not like think twice before I ever do that again, but it's just you do. I'm being very honest here, but it's true. It's like, Scorpio is about the shadow. People can only maintain a certain mask for a while, and it doesn't mean they're being fake. It's just you see the different hats that people wear. It's like I always remember, like I always had, I had a few friends I would say this with, and actually, come to think of it, the friends I would always say that with, it was always Scorpio friends. Because I'm Scorpio rising, and like I always, again, I just surround myself with Scorpios because I'm no fucking daft. You know what I mean? But because they're loyal. That's the thing. It's like, well, it's like you've either got Scorpios and Scorpio risings that are fiercely loyal. Like I'm one of the ones that's fiercely loyal. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? That's why the pendulum swings two ways. I am fiercely loyal and I do not fuck over the people around me. So when people do that to me, it's like, fucking see you later, bye. No interested. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I don't appreciate that because I don't do that to people. So if people fuck me over, you know, it depends. When I was in different stages of my life, I would forgive people for things far too easily, and it was just where I was. But now that I'm older, and again, I'm still young compared to most, not most, but a lot of people tuning in are a lot older than me. It's kind of like, but yeah, that's just, so I've got very, very strong boundaries. I don't put up with bullshit, and I would advise you to see what I mean. This is the sun hitting my Saturn. I ain't making no apologies for it. That's how I can help people have that much unconditional love for themselves and create that healthy unit around you of whether it's actual family or soul family, whether it's a family of you and your twin or having your own family or integrating that, you know what I mean? It's all you need boundaries. Like people need boundaries. We all need boundaries with everyone. Um boundaries, boundaries, boundaries. Right. So, but fun too. Fun too, you know what I mean? You need both, you need balance. Um so But remember, the question is, how will growing my family challenge me? I do think this will be a challenge. If you've not been used to boundaries, I feel it's going to take some getting used to. But I feel once you realise how actually being safe and secure with somebody that actually loves you and looks out for you, whether that is romantically or family or friends, there's nothing like it. You know what I mean? Like and like for instance, like I'm spending time with my best friend tomorrow. Whenever like there's amazing stuff going on in my life, or a lot of the time not so amazing. Like you said, I do. It's there's certain friends I've got in my life, and it's like for fuck's sake, for once, could it just be that I'm fucking celebrating something and got some happy news? Because it's just you don't want to be that person that's like but it's weird. It's like certain people are it's like I'm that person, but like a lot of certain people are assigned in your life to be like a bit of a guardian angel. And like I said, I'm definitely that for a lot of people, personally. But now it's more kind of like I said, I managed to get it that it was professionally, and that's why I've got such tight boundaries because, like I said, I can be easily manipulated. Although I'm good at teaching people, it really just depends. But which is why I'm probably saying a lot recently that when I have got somebody helping me with my workload, like the email, I will let you know so that it's not just me that's going to be reading your email. But it's helped create that work boundary, where people can, sometimes take a bit of advantage there. Um, but yeah, so I think we'll get another card now. Let me just catch up with the comments because there's a few of you arrived. So um I just started crying all of a sudden, clearing energy. Oh, sending you love, Nathan. Yeah, just let it out. Let it out. Because like I said, there's a very powerful energy that is coming through. Big messages. Right. Very well. And great spirits, just making chicken wraps for the minions. Oh, lovely. I'm recovering today. I'll drop you an email, Claire. Oh yeah, absolutely. And Charlotte, that's quite funny because I was actually going to email you anyway because I was going to just say I wasn't sure if you're remembering that you'd got. Remember, you'd got one of those extra sessions that you can add on when you'd bought something else. So I was just making sure you were remembering. I mean, I know that you would anyway, but it was, I would, whenever you got in touch, I would remember. But I don't know why you popped into my mind, so maybe I was feeling that. Um, it was my birthday on Halloween. Oh yes, happy birthday, Martin. Oh yes, absolutely. We're clear, and it was the most luckiest day of my life. I got a free bottle of aftershave, then a free meal, and for the grand, finally free driving lesson. And Martin is part of our prayer circle, guys. Just saying. I'm not taking credit. It would be a full credit going to God, especially because because Martin says God bless all the time. But there we go. That is really funny, by the way, because I'd actually said on this live stream, if anybody, I think they're answering my prayer through you saying that, because I said if anybody's had anything, out the norm happening to them that's part of the membership, come and let us know, and you wouldn't even, you wouldn't even know that I'd said that. That's brilliant. But yeah, absolutely. That's no luck. That's prayer, Martin. But well done. Well done for attracting that into your life, being open to the miracles. Um, oh my God, Martin, that's amazing. I'm glad you had a happy, yes, absolutely. That's you chatting to each other. And um, right, okay. So what have we got now for how will it benefit me? So how will having growing a family, okay, so again, so whether this is your first child or you're adding to your family, how will it benefit you? Or like I said, it doesn't need to be about children. It could just be actually, yeah, because if you've been on your own and you're just like coming into union with another person, you are a little unit, you are a little family. So, well, maybe not right. Again, like I said, I feel I'm talking to people that's relevant for. So just whatever, you know what I mean? I'm just the messenger. How will it benefit you to have this family, whatever that means to different people? This could actually, oh fuck, now I can see how that can actually be soul family too, because that is what I'm actually providing here too, is knocking down the shitey boundaries that most people have. Sorry, sorry, not sorry, it's true. And rebuilding, better, healthier, stronger, safer boundaries, which, yeah, people around you will think you've changed, they're different, they're up themselves. No, it's just called boundaries, and most people didn't fucking have them, you know? People are just walking about letting themselves be treated like shit, including me for a while, guys. So, yeah, what have we got here? Oh, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away to find a better day or life. And I was also singing the other Michael Bublé one. It's a beautiful day, the sun is shining, do 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 do. And I'll be glad that you're the one that got away. It's a beautiful day. And like I've said before, it's quite brutal because it's a guy singing about fucking hell, thank God I walked away. Seriously, that is the fuck my life. Oh, I don't usually say that, and I don't like that saying. Somebody must say that. Fuck my life, fuck this. I usually say this is the fuck this, because that woman's like, I'm done. I've tried, I've had enough, I'm moving on. But it is also about moving on spiritually too. So searching, empowerment, fulfillment. Yeah. Something is not satisfying anymore and you're moving on to the next place. So again, how will it benefit you? It's leaving behind the heartbreak. That's what I'm getting from that. It's leaving behind the trauma and the heartbreak of whatever family experiences you've had before, whether this be with your family growing up, like childhood trauma, childhood experiences, or it could be for some of you, whoever's watching, that you've created a family with somebody that it wasn't a fun, happy experience all the time, and or like you know what I'm saying? Again, even with a brilliant family, it's going to be that. But you know what I'm saying? It's like by the way, look out for Christmas Day because it's a Scorpio moon. I don't know about you, but I said that. I said that when it was my dad's birthday. Well, it was just Monday there, wasn't it? Like when we were talking about Christmas and stuff like that, I was like, I'm not being funny, but like I'm just going to spend it myself again. Do you know what I mean? Because and my mum was like, but you done that last year because they went on holiday. I was like, I know, but I had a fucking brilliant time. I spent my Christmas and my New Year myself, and I loved it. Like, and that it's just the truth because the energy is so heightened that it's like it's too much for me. So because it's a Scorpio moon, I'm like, whoa, no, like no. I'm only joking. I think I might. I think more than likely because my mum makes an amazing Christmas dinner. I will have my Christmas dinner with them, and then I'll just, I'll just make it that I'll leave them to watch their Poirot and whatever, murder mystery and shit like that. But no, I could quite easily be like, look, can I just see you like Christmas Eve or Boxing Day or something? Not Boxing Day. I like to just sit in my jammies for like days on end, seriously. Like that week after Christmas, before Hogmanay, I'm like, like no. I just want to be myself. I want to eat crisps and garlic dip and eat chocolate and it really just depends because I could see me not even doing that this time because I'm on a bit of a health kick. But I'm kind of just trying not to have sugar and shit like that just now, and then I can treat myself then, but whatever. Um, but but yeah, basically that's what I'm getting from this. It's like walking away from unhealthy, unhappy, traumatic family experiences and walking into healthy things. So, oh yeah, so that I could see if that card was needed. So that you're passionate about, Queen of Fire. And this could even be for a masculine, like walking away from traumatic experiences towards a Queen of Wands. Um, right, so uh, let me just read what Claire, I'm so happy. I just got a check in the mail. Are you kidding me? What is going Are people joking? I mean, when did this just happen right now? What the fuck, guys? Can I just say you're a brilliant advert for people to join the membership. I did not pay these people to say this. They're paying me. Do you know what I mean? And it's just I'm showing up doing it, and I'm doing the prayer circle after this. But is this real? I know it's real because I'm not basically what I'm saying is I'm just glad that actually the guides and whatever inspired you to share this because sometimes people do need a bit of a reminder. But I did feel that I thought I bet you people are experiencing miracles coming their way and you might not connect it, but it's like yeah, because I pray for people all the time that that aren't well, and literally like people could be like really not well with something quite serious. Ask me to pray for them, and then they're better. Like it's like again the whole time if people had the apparent the thingamajigger. Some people were like in their bed, I'm going to be ill for weeks and months, and then they asked me to pray for them, or I like smudged them over the WhatsApp. Some of my pals and that they were out shopping the next day and everything. True story. And so, you know what I'm saying? And that I done that from my friend and my mum's. Um, and same thing. She was totally in her bed, not well, sent her the healing. She was up. So this is why I say, like, it's not make believe this stuff. It is real. So when you join the level of the membership where I send the distance healing, which I think is the third level up, that's real. You feel it. And when I do the group Zoom, we'll do the Zoom and that's it's real. All this stuff is real. And basically, these people that are sharing right now until the other day, yous are just on the first level, aren't you? So come and join this prayer circle, guys. And that's what I mean about they're taking it up a level because I pray for everyone that tunes in on the channel, including people that are sending me bad vibes, because I pray that you see the light and you stop going in the shadow too much of like jealousy and envy and like focus on how you can improve and better your life rather than focusing on what you haven't got and what somebody else has got. But the fact that I'm absolutely loving that yous are on the Soul Fam Wolf Pack, and because it sounds like this is not the norm from what I'm getting. So let me read the rest. Um, I'm so happy. That's like Nathan. It sounds like something out of The Secret. I'm so happy I just got a check in the mail. Unless Nathan has been very clever and he's like projecting it into, you know, you're manifesting it. You know, that check is coming in the mail, or did it actually come? Fucking hell, you're getting checks in the mail. All I got was my Epsom salts. That's hilarious. Where's my check in the mail? Keep being grateful, guys. Um, My check in the mail will come in the form of my counselling clients come in, because that will definitely improve my bank balance, but I love it. Keep it coming. I couldn't believe it, Claire. My driving instructor texted me and said, since you were so honest, I'm going to do you a good turn. He said there will be no charge for your lessons to get you past your Oh, wow. What an amazing. You know what? That sounds like the guy that taught my mum how to drive was a really good guy. That's amazing. See, he deserved that. That's beautiful. It was God send, and I've been praying a lot to my ancestors. Beautiful. I looked up my life path number. It's number 1, and my color is black, and my lucky flower is marigold. So whatever that means, lovely. Um, I love that you're like whatever that means. And also I've just realised as well, somebody that literally just joined the membership again on the first level wasn't feeling well, and she hadn't even watched the live stream yet, right? And then because I happened to be in contact where I was like, oh, I done your cards and like prayed for you to feel better. And so she went and watched it, and then she was like to me, she went, you know what, actually, she was like, that did actually, she said, I feel that did speed up my recovery significantly, because you know what I mean? Like, she's still a bit rough, but like she'd connected the dots. So that's what I mean about like this really works. Um so I watched your healing shorts the other day, very calming. Oh yeah, because you commented. Thank you for saying. Well, thanks for your prayers because they're working. Hey, listen, it's just being the channel to, facilitate it. But I really do feel, the more people that join that, the more powerful that's going to be. Like say, like I'm more about prayer and healing than I am about cards, believe it or not. So I know that I'm here pulling the cards all the time. But that's wherever I go for my, like, basically it's funny, like when I get guided to, to similar things to this, it's always when either like I just want to hang out with like people that I feel close to, like soul family, because that's what I feel this could be about as well. Like just people you feel very connected to, like as if you were connected to in the in the stars or in past lives and stuff like that, because I can feel it just as strongly online, and other people that I connect with online tend to feel it just as strongly with me as well. It is just really, we're all connected in the ethers telepathically and stuff, especially twin flames. Like I'm very connected to, to other twin flames and stuff in my wave. Like, and this can be people that I don't haven't even actually interacted with, like, through Zooms. Like, I'm just very, and some people I have, and I just feel very connected to them. Um, and they will feel with me too if they, if and when they come across this. If, some of them might have already, and I don't even know. But um, love it. I'm absolutely loving how, like I said, God came through with the evidence, because it's, I know that it's real. The people that privately ask for me for prayers and come to me for sessions know that it's real, but it's good for the non-believers to see that this is real. So thank you so much for bringing that to the table, all of you. Right, okay, so um, where is the book? Right, so I'm going to read these just in case, because I feel that these could be significant. So just remember the 3 swords is in reverse. So like you said, sometimes that could be it's doubling down, it's really fucking shite and traumatic and painful. But in this case, I really do feel it's what I'd said, but I don't think this doesn't do reversals anyway, but I'm going to read, I'm just going to read the words because I feel guided to. So actually, like, like I'm just encouraging people as well. Like, I know I've already said it, but let's just see if over the weekend we can bring about a bit of magic where there's a couple, even if there's just a couple more people on the second level up, so that I can run the challenge, because it'll be the people that feel guided to do that. And like I said, just to give you a bit of a heads up, I think I'm going to focus on picking a topic around moving through some difficult shadow work. So that's just kind of the vibes I feel they want me to focus on. What else? If I do that, what else are we going to focus on? Because like I said, I will do it, but it just might be delayed. Like I'll need to leave it until, well, it depends. I would do it before Christmas if people join before then, or might need to wait because actually, to be fair, it might be more fun in Sagittarius season. But I've got a lot of other group stuff that I'm guided to do in Sagittarius season, so it might be better that you see they might want me to do it around the 1st of December, which isn't far away, like the new moon in Sagittarius. Maybe that's what it's about. Hmm. I think that might be what it's about. Let's see. Initiation, deep trust, deep healing, reconnection. Well, yeah, if that goes ahead, it's going to be shadow work. So if anyone joins over the weekend, if we get a couple of people over the weekend, I will do something around guiding you through some deep shadow work. Like I said, it'll just be moving you out your comfort zone is the best way to put it. And then whenever I'm guided to do the next one, I think it will be more like fun. It'll be like kind of like being break yeah, look, wow. Oh my God, the new man, Jesus. Enlightened masculine potential for new earth. This is a really important message. And again, I bet you it's got something to do with the sun conjunct my Saturn. It's got actually, there's so many different things in my chart, it's insane. Like for how, like really significant transits that are about how I'm helping people and stuff. Um, I'm just not going to go into all the details because some of them are just for me to know. But yeah, enlightened masculine potential for new earth. That really fits with the message earlier. But yeah, I can tell with me pulling out that one about deep healing, if I run it Monday to Friday, it'll be about moving out our comfort zone with some kind of deep, moving some deep trauma and clearing energy in that way. So again, it's weird because it's a challenge and it's like motivational, but it'll just be, I think it will be like about helping you be a bit more vulnerable. And yeah, anyway. And if I run it in December, it'll be a different vibe, I'd imagine. Right, so this is very in line with that though, because the Three of Swords can be about trauma and recovery and breakups and separation and divorces and yeah, so loving angels surround you now. I do remember this. I remember reading this for one of you guys on a live. Loving angels surround you now. They offer healing to all who request it. The sadness you feel will fade away with time, and all that will remain is a stronger, more spiritually evolved you. See how this fits with the divine masculine card. There's no need to be alone. Seek out loved ones to spend time with. Ask your angels to help you find groups or organisations. What? Full of compassionate people who will embrace you with open arms. Yeah, like the membership. But again, you don't need to join the paid membership. You can just hang out here for free too. But look at what's happening to the people that have. Again, guys, I have to say, I'm cross my heart hope to die. I did not get them to say that. You see the genuine shock in me. That's hilarious. It's true though. Like, give yourself time to heal while also reaching out to embrace the joys of life. Always look for the positive in any challenge. Ask your guardian angels to help you see the good that came from adversity. You're an amazing person created by diverse experiences. The blending of these chapters of your life to form your character makes you one of the divine's beautiful and powerful children. That's making me feel like I want to cry because that is about family. Again, it's just stressing. You're one of God's beautiful and powerful children. You're one of I feel a lot of people listen to this. You're one of the 144,000. You're God's children. I mean, we're all God's children, but it's like, you were not meant to be treated like that. And if you were, you're meant to overcome that and heal yourself. Like receive the love that you deserve and make a difference in the world. Oh, we understand. We love you so very much. During this time, please remember to ask for our help so that we can do everything possible to comfort you and make our presence felt by you. Giving comfort to a friend in need, experiencing a loss, forgiving oneself and others, letting go of the past so as to embrace the future. Oh, there's a stuff about the future again. Heart ailments. Powerful. Um, you read that to me, Claire, I remember. Yeah, you and I remember I actually remember the other person I read it to as well. it's a very spiritual world, and I believe in it 100%. 100, it is 100%. Hey Martin, did you see what I shared on the community tab about that? Because it sounds like I was like, is that Edinburgh? Like, it feels like it is in Glasgow, but it's oh my God, it's the most funny. Like I'm going to watch that whenever I feel shite. It's a guy singing Elvis from his balcony, and the police were like trying to get. It was meant to be in the lockdown, and the police were trying to get in. And they couldn't get in, so he was just singing Burning Love from the balcony. And it's like, you know what I mean? Fucking cheering people up, doing them a service, you know what I mean? But I'm just kind of like, I was trying to see, you can't see the policeman laughing or anything, but I bet you they were dying to. And you see, that's a very good example if you, I can't remember what one it was, but in one of the star sign lives I done there, the other day. Well, that was just Tuesday, wasn't it? And remember, just watch all of them if you can. Slowly watch all of them. Like 10 points to Elaine because she watched all of them because she got to. But I'm assuming that's what she mean because you're like, I'm glad I got to the end. And I've finally done. Actually, I haven't even got to the end. I haven't even watched the Capricorn one, which was basically like, it was the last one, so that was longer, and I thought it was gonna be shorter, and they ended up talking longer. But in one of them, something about police station came out twice, and in that deck, there's so many cards in it, and oh God, they've just pulled my eyes to a spider on the ceiling. So again, there could be some black magic spell work being cleared here, or that's the ancestors coming in to help. Um, but yeah, and what I said is that's not always what you think it is. I mean, sometimes it can be something dodgy, and like only you're going to know how it resonates. But sometimes it can be things like that. Like, like it's kind of innocent in a way because I was like, I hope that guy wasn't arrested for doing that. But I think it's more like they probably just had to go out to tell him because it might annoy some of the neighbours. But I mean, I bet you people just loved that. Yeah. Meanwhile in Glasgow, yeah. Did you already see it? Have you already have you already seen it? Because I think it must be going viral. Because I was like, why the fuck are they showing me that? I'm glad they did because I hadn't seen it, but it was hilarious. It's really funny. Right. Right. Eight of water. So what have we got here? You're meant to feel great happiness and fulfillment. You've been sensing that I cannot, like, see with the messages the last 3 days, it's the same message coming out. Like, this one's about leaving home as well. Like, I'm sorry, guys, if people aren't getting the message, I don't know what, I'm shuffling, this is what's coming out. You're meant to feel great happiness and fulfillment. You've been sensing that there's more to life than what you're experiencing. And you're ready to go find the missing pieces. But you see, going finding the missing pieces might be going to find your twin flame as well, because it's the other half of your soul. As you've grown emotionally and spiritually, that which previously kept your attention has lost its appeal. The karmic energies, the karmic distractions, not always romantic, friends, family, whoever it is that's distracting you. Now you're ready to take charge of your own life and move on to happier and more exciting experiences. It's time to reclaim your own personal power, everything that this channel's about. The decision to make these changes is your own and not forced upon by you, fate, or by chance. And that's why I always stress as well, it's really important that if your twin flame is running from you, just leave them to it. They'll work it out for themselves. Like, it's basically that's it. Just full stop. Um, work on yourself, do the soul retrieval on yourself, and whoever your true twin flame is, they will mirror you when they're ready to. Your angels are proud of you for stepping up and doing what you know is right for you. So this is somebody that's doing what's right for them, but I think they've got a lot of people around them that are getting their bit in. But like I said, I hashtagged that thing earlier. Like they showed me that clip from um Nobody Wants, what is it? Nobody Likes This, or Nobody Wants This. Something like that. The series on Netflix called Nobody Wants This. It's just fucking sums up the twin flame journey. Nobody wants this to happen, yes, because not many people have connections like that. So it's like, how dare you have a connection like that if I don't? That's like what their shadow's saying. Um, we know that this may seem like a scary moment in your life, and I feel it is. That crossroads that the masculines are at, whether somebody's been at this, they're at it now, or they're going to be, is scary. In your heart, you probably know your choice is the absolute right one, but you still have apprehensions. Don't worry. Don't you worry, child. See, heaven has a plan for you. You're not on this path alone. We are with you and we're excited for your future. Let's go. Oh my God. And it's not a coincidence. My challenge is called Fuck It, Let's Go. Come on, guys. Let's get a couple of more people on. Let's get a couple of more people on fucking what's the name of it? Rainbow Warriors, and then we can do the challenge. Only if you're ready to dive deep. Um, Additional meanings of this card: spiritual growth, pursuing your life purpose, changing careers, leaving home, letting go of the past. Yeah, because I could really feel that could be about some of the masculines, female or male, that are actually being guided to like completely switch up their career as well. Because that's what can happen on your twin flame journey too if you're not fulfilled. You know what I mean? So people could be actually leaving like, jobs that pay like really, really well to like, taking a risk in that way. So, right. Oh, that's cool. I love that deck. Right. So the other one that came out was, what spiritual lesson can my shadow side teach me? Oh, see how that's good for. Oh, but I think I might need to. Have we got any shadow work cards around? I've kind of went off the off-beaten path of doing like the. Need to keep it. Wait a minute. This could keep it where it's like I think we need messages from the masculine and the feminine. Um, it was in Glasgow. Scottish sense of humour. Love it. Yeah, I thought it was Glasgow. Yeah, I hadn't seen it. I'm curious what kind of past life connections I have in Scotland. Well, Nathan, should you ever want to get a past life regression with me, I would be able to help you with that. One day I'll manifest that answer. Well, yes, absolutely. But like I said, we could absolutely do that. Right, okay, so let's see. So what is the masculine collective, what do they want to say to the feminines? Whether it's got anything to do with what already has come through, or just somebody that really wants to get a message. I don't usually do this, but they're guiding me to say this is what their higher self wants you to say. I always make a joke and I'm like, who gives a fuck? That's boring. But anyway, it is very important and it's very comforting. If you're but I'll ask where they're actually at in the physical too. So the first one is, where is this masculine at? If fear and ego wasn't getting in their way, what is their higher self wanting to say to the feminine? Oh, oh, wow. I would say that, look, I'm struggling with money. Holy shit. There's so much stuff coming through about money today. It's crazy. And I'm saying that is definitely to do. This is, by the way, this is all the same stuff I said in the video earlier. But that's why I like doing a recorded video and then a live. Again, that's quite a lot to cram in when I've got more clients and stuff. But I'll do it just now while it's a bit quieter, but well, I don't know. We'll just see. I'll do it when I've got energy. That's a better way to put it. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff about money here. So remember, that's interesting the way I worded it. If somebody's pride and ego wasn't in the way, what does their higher self? So it's like, and that's very important for people that are left brain masculine energy, whether especially if they're actually male, but even like females that are very that way, it's kind of like it's like almost not feeling like you're really you if you're not got your finances together. So what, right? So with the same masculine collective, what's going on for someone in the physical? And like I said, this is just whoever it resonates with. They don't want you to know something because I turned it over like that, and I always no one makes me feel like you do. You see, and I can see how that fits with the Eight of Cups card. They really don't want you to know this. I keep seeing signs of you everywhere I go, and I feel so much regret for everything that I've said and done. The silence is killing me. So yeah, that's definitely very like Scorpio season vibes, you know what I mean? When it's like somebody's going inwards, feeling a lot of regret and having a purge, discerning, spending a lot of time alone. And in this time alone, someone is realizing, this masculine's realizing, again, this masculine could be a lot of masculines, are realizing that nobody makes them feel the way that the feminine does. And again, that can also be a bad thing too, you know what I mean? Because that's true in the case of like triggering your trauma and shit like that. And that's why, forgive if you're the masculine, forgive yourself, or, feminines, forgive your masculine for getting confused because you're targeted basically. Um, but this feels like somebody's realizing their love. And they don't want you to know because I keep that, and I'm so grateful for you. And so again, remember, I was asking about the physical too. So I feel, that message feels separate from this, but I feel, or it could be somebody coming forward saying all of those last ones, that the silence is killing them that much. Someone's going to come forward and let them know how grateful they are for you because they feel alone. But they're, look, I'm so scared to change. So I think it's like, that's people that are going, yeah, I can't stand not talking to you. That's definitely what I can feel here. Is there is going to be a shift with some. Like you said, it's like I feel that's really whenever I do the fuck it let's go challenge, right? It is just it's a quantum leap. It's a quantum leap for the people that are ready. So it's like, and even people that don't do it, like I bet you watch this, it's like, we'll get a lot out of it, whoever does it. I think something's telling me I might be doing that. But um I'll just see what they guide me to do near the time. Even if it is just those of you that are on it, I might just do it, right? Like I think it's just quite good to tell myself we're doing it. But yeah, I feel this is like someone might just be pushed to do so. Oh yeah, it is Aquarius Moonlight, be pushed to do something unexpectedly. Right. I don't use this deck too often, and this is normally hits you in the feels. What else do the masculine collective want to say? Everywhere I go, I look around as if you'll magically be there. That feels like the wording on the other card. I'm working on myself so I can give you the love and relationship you deserve. Yeah, and then look, that's feeling very serious, that wording. So that is like linking back to what we're saying about commitment and serious stuff. I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. That feels important too with the download I had earlier. Unfortunately, I feel that I don't know why I'm showing you, you can't even see these. That really links to I'm sorry for judging you and hurting your feelings. Unfortunately, the masculines I'm picking up on, which is basically this happens to everyone, like, because I have it in loads of weird ways too. Like, I don't just have it with my own one. Like, I have it with yeah, I definitely like just it can happen every now and again with people that are in the masculine energy. It's basically it's before people have had their ego death. People basically are in their ego and they can go very in their ego. You know what I mean? So again, when I'm saying this, by the way, I don't necessarily know who that's speaking to, but it's yeah, just basically people before ego death are completely different to people after a proper ego death. And they just get more triggered and are not able to handle things as well as somebody that's went through that process. And so that's why if you have went through this process and you've done the shadow integration, it's not that you don't get upset or triggered yourself, but you're less bothered by it. Like it's like, um like I said, it's like if anybody was trying to like, poke me with a big stick, like I was saying yesterday about like the politics stuff or like online or in person. Like it depends where I am. Like if it's online, I'll just kind of because that's you've got a choice. You either reply back saying something smart or you ignore it because it's like, what was the point? He was like, you're trying to annoy me. Do you know what I mean? Like this is not going to end up like there's not going to be a good there's not gonna be a good ending here. You know what I mean? And that's why it's kind of like I always think like, is it kind or wise to say it? It's probably not wise to say it then. Unless you're wanting to argue with someone. And I don't know about you, but I can't even be arsed arguing with people about politics. Like, fuck that. It's like it's all a big distraction. But in person, that could be interesting too. But actually, and it's funny because, like I said, my loved ones and stuff lurk on here every day. Who knows how much they watch? But like, usually, like definitely my family, but like are quite good with it. Like they'll just don't even go there. Do you know what I mean? Because if people want to go there, oh, I'll go there. but I wouldn't bother. Do you know what I mean? But seriously, I couldn't even. I would just leave. Like, but I wouldn't. It wouldn't hurt. But that's what I'm saying. It's like that's when you kind of move through that. You're like, nah, I'm about the peace. Like, especially so don't basically. And that's what I'm pulling through that very Christ consciousness energy. Do you know what I mean? Like, just see through the division and don't fall into that. And I really do feel, unfortunately, I am picking up on there is masculines and a lot of sadness and regret because I feel they're realizing where they've been manipulated to believe something that wasn't true. And it's from jealous, malicious, spiteful people that haven't done any shadow work in some cases and have no intentions of doing it, is what I'm hearing as well. And it's the same people that end up backstabbing the masculines. I'm confused about what I should do. Oh, wow, that's wording's really. I'm confused about what I should do about my feelings for you. So you know what I mean? Like that feels like some of the masculines that haven't quite reached that, or they're at that crossroads. So they're giving you different timelines. But this could also be some masculines that like I don't even know if I've done too much for this person to even hear me out. I couldn't handle my true feelings for you, so I kept you as a friend and nothing more. Now you could have been friend zoned, or in more extreme cases, you might have just completely now you're just somebody that I used to know, like blanked each other. I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. This is definitely somebody going through a strong awakening. Again, I don't know. I always do that. I don't know why I'm showing you because you can't read the card. So anyway, I won't do overload, but that's what's going on with some of the masculines. So you'll know where you're at. Now I do want to find my, oh yeah, so okay, it's what it is. Wait, oh yeah, wait a minute, the feminine. Let's, I feel like I want to pull one of these. What else? What else? What else? What else? Because I've got more masculine. What else wants to come through? Silent treatment. Oh my God, that how freaky is that with what I just said? And also the fact that we've had I can't stand not talking to you. We've had the silence is killing me. Then we've just had friend zoned, or like you said, I more tend to attract people that went the way that me and him went. Who are you? I don't even know you. Yeah, what spending all that time together? That meant fuck all to me. Yeah. Yeah, it meant so much. It meant fuck all to me that I decided to sit here and talk about it for 3 years in a fucking row. Anyway, sorry, moving on. Yeah, I don't. It's kind of like I'm kind of saying that because it's like twin flame journey. Yeah, exactly. The twin flame journey. So it's because sometimes, like, whenever I decide to sit down and watch a general reading, which I can a lot of the time never get even half the way through now, it's like I stop watching it because it's like as soon as they start saying divine counterpart, as soon as they start saying this person doesn't know if you'll give them another chance, and I'm like that is not fucking true for everyone. If it is, I'm very confused. I don't think this is the end. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like I couldn't make it any crystal clearer, but I mean maybe I'm not understanding something. But anyway, but the point is yeah, it's more usually the other way. It's usually the other way, but it's the masculine makes it look like they do not give a fuck about you. I can see myself with you in the future, and there's been a lot about the future. What else have we got here? I didn't mean what I said. So look at I love how this is flowing through because it's like this is exactly the energy that I picked up on in the live streams, and I can feel activations going to my head. So when I can feel them going to my own crown chakra, that means some of you could be feeling this. But I feel this is the going to please forgive me. Yeah, so I'm picking up it's on the back again. I didn't mean what I said. So there is a collective of masculines that are very much in this energy of wanting forgiveness. I feel a lot of masculines are also, like going inwards to try to forgive themselves. So it's not even really that they think you won't forgive them. It's that they need to forgive themselves before coming to you. So it's important that you're aware of that too. Sorry for laughing, but it's because it makes sense. I wish I could take it back. So it's actually really quite sad energy. Oh my God. Look at this. Twin flame journey in reverse. Betrayal. I abandon people to make myself feel more important. See how that makes sense of what I just said? That's why you could understand why some masculines are like, I acted like I didn't know what this was when I did. I abandoned them. I betrayed them. And then once you wake up and you realize it's the other half of your soul, you're like, oh my God. But the sad thing is, as well, and especially because of what you've just shared, definitely me, wait a minute, that's how I feel about my family members, Claire. You know, it's like, thanks for sharing that because that's really vulnerable, but that's a really good example of um, there's some, I thought it said there's something, there's someone keeping me from you. You know, and unfortunately, I think with it like that can actually be like family that hold people back and still tell them what to do and stuff. Whether, you know, because family could be older family members or that I miss you and I love you. God, that doesn't happen too often. Again, that's not for everyone. Just take it where it resonates. Or it could be family, like, you know, something. It's understandable if it's somebody's like wife or husband or something, but but even there, these things are going to break down. Wait a minute. I don't know. I think we've got a better thumbnail than that. The delay is like ridiculous for how, wait a minute, let me just That's no, that's an awkward as fuck smile. That one's not getting used. Right. What else is this masculine? Let's say again, the masculine gets more to say because I've got more cards. I'll need to channel more feminine ones. You're mine, yeah. That's Scorpio vibes coming through. You're mine. We're meant for each other. Oh my God, mine came up in the one yesterday. We're meant for each other. There is no, no, no. Wait a minute, I'm getting confused. It's because I watched the ones from the live streams, the signs, so whatever. It was somewhere. We're meant for each other. There's no one else in the world who could ever replace you. We were made to be together. We're destined, and I'm yours and you're mine only. We've done this before and we'll do it again. Yeah, this masculine is remembering when you've done this before in past lives. Um, Spark, yeah. And remember, that's funny because I always say that like that, and it's over there. Do more of what makes you sparkle. That there was a psychic I used to talk to on the phone had said that to me that when he left my life, it was like the sparkle left my life. And it's fucking true, guys. We love for you. Wait a minute. My love for you is written in the stars. We have the spark between us, which is undeniable and visible to everyone around us, which is why people are jealous. You're the miracle that dropped into my life and lit me up from within. Look up at the stars tonight and know that I'm under the same sky thinking about you. That's like Dear John. Like, you know what I mean? When they look at the moon and stuff. So that could be something about the full moon, which is a week today. We are destined to be together for many lifetimes. We don't need to rush this love. Our love is eternal. Again, could be triggering depending on how long you've been on this journey, but look at the next one soon. We will be together in the near future. Our reunion is imminent. Didn't I say there was an important energy? So, again, this isn't for everyone. And let me know if it was you. For fuck's sake, that's the least you could do is let me know, and then I can let others know it's happening. You don't have to, but we'd be very grateful if you do. Our reunion is imminent, and I am doing what I can to be ready for you. I'm working hard on myself to be a better provider for you. I hear your call for me, and I'm coming back to you. This is my promise to you that soon we will reunite again. I think that could be the thumbnail. Oh God, wait a minute though. I want the collective awakening card for yeah. Except I don't think you can read what it says. Maybe if I put it right up at the God, I was wanting to get off here at 6 o'clock. I failed. I failed the mission of wanting to do this like in an hour. Never mind. And hang around for more if you're in the membership because I'm gonna go in there. Um, oh shit, it's out the. This is just really pisses me off how like where is the fucking camera anywhere? Is it like that? I need to fit my wee head in somewhere because I mean people connect better when they can see my face. By the way, the activations going on at the crown chakra are crazy. Sorry, I know this is nippy as fuck, but we've got to the fucking Zoom things in the way. I tell you, I'm gonna actually I keep meaning to look into StreamYard and shit like that because I'm gonna need that because I'm gonna be doing more interactive stuff again, like what I used to do on Facebook and Instagram. So I think we're nearly there with that. Wait a minute. Surely that's oh for fuck. This is just like honestly, this really pisses me off. Oh, it's so annoying. Get with it. Maybe that is. I'm going to try once more, and I'm just going to give up. Oh, that smile's going to be cheesy. Right. Yeah. I'm kind of out of shot. Fuck it. It's fine. People will get the message. Right. So let's see from this deck, and then I'll go into those questions, and then I'll. Divine timing. Be patient while things are unfolding. This connection is worth the wait. I really love the words on this. Take a leap of faith. Only when you're willing to step out your comfort zone will you reap great rewards. Oh, that feels significant with what's come through. Again, it's this kind of very Aquarius moon energy of you could go either way. It feels like the Two of Swords is now meaning that like this could for people that are away from others, it could just be simply the decision of do I do it now or later. But for some, it is more serious. Like it's like I'm leaving this situation to go to that situation. Um, express your love. Yeah, I think it is. I think I'm picking up on for some, it is about that. Is it the right time? And it's coming through. It is the right time. Express your love. It is important to let, and I've used that word several times tonight. It is important to let people know that you love them, you have nothing to lose. Yeah, especially like I say, people can get run over by a bus. Do you know what I mean? Like that, I could go and get run over by a bus tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? Be like, "Where's Claire?" And it's like I'd be like, "Hey, guys, I'm here. It's been a while." Sorry, bad joke, bad joke. Um, Forgive and release. You're stronger when you carry love and forgiveness rather than anger. Forgive and release. Let go. Past lives, I just cut it out as well. You've known this person before as a soulmate from a past lifetime. So that can have meanings for when it's your twin flame, you'll feel it very strongly. But you can also have very intense, strong connections to karmic people from past lives, whether it's platonic or love related. So it's something you've got to be aware of. And it's not so much that it's not like you're failing a test if you do enter into a dynamic like that. But I've definitely had instances where I've had like an instant knowing, like say in the past, whenever anybody's taken a bit of a sparkle or a shine to me, like I've been able to feel that I've definitely been connected to you in a past life, but I'm not meant to do this again, you know? And but I feel that takes a certain type of skill. Like, I feel that's because that's my skill at recognizing that maybe that's why I'm the type of soul that doesn't embark on repeating the lesson again. Romantically, anyway. I definitely have done it in other areas. Like, I've definitely done it with friends and friends and associates, you know what I mean? Because like I said, like I touch on it every now and again, and I suppose I need to because all the stuff that's come out about business and stuff like that and money stuff that yeah, it doesn't tend to be. It was just I had my lot with where it happened in the area of love, but um because this journey's hard enough basically, but it's like but it's when it comes to other areas of life, you know. I definitely meet people that are from past lives that can be tricky, and that's interesting. It's yeah, but right. So I'm just sharing that for anyone else that it might be similar. Cancel, clear, delete. And that's what you do when it's time to move on. Use only positive words and thoughts as they're rapidly manifesting in form. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, you know, if you're the feminine, be very careful what you're choosing to believe and what you're choosing to believe about your divine masculine. Because I feel some of the divine masculines are very, very close to just picking up the phone, turning up at your door, sending an email, writing you a love letter. I don't know. So I said this the other day too. Ask the angels to cancel the effects of past negative thinking. So, however you've known this person to be before, they've had a healing. The healing angel is with you, supporting your healing work. They've had a healing from the angels, God, spirit, the guides, and look at all the miracles that have been getting shared on this day. It's like this person is coming to you different than what they were before, still with all the amazing qualities that they had before, but healed the trauma that was distorting you to them. And basically, sacral chakra, we know what that's about. So again, Scorpio is about sex, and we're in Scorpio season, but this is attachments at the sacral chakra. So, but again, I feel what they're saying is like, I knew because they were saying it to me silently, but what they were saying is like, if you think of this person as like not the commitment type or like a bit of a Danny Zuko or a player or like people that settle down with people that are way less than what they deserve, that treat them like crap, or whether you're male or female, this is just going by what I've seen in sessions. It's like that's what a lot of masculine energies, female and male, have been guided to clear, because I know, because I do that in personal sessions, or through, like I said, the videos on this channel, or like you've been guided to heal it yourself through other channels that clear energy and stuff, or going to healers in person, blah blah blah, or but basically masculines have been working on clearing these dark attachments at the sacral chakra. So people that would have been led by, that area. Because again, it sounds like I'm talking about men, but this can be women too. There's a lot of women that like to ho 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 out in these streets as well. Do you know what I'm saying? And so like yeah, whatever. You're highly Jezebels. They're called Jezebels. You're highly sensitive to chemicals and addictive processed foods and energies right now. Respect your sensitivities by avoiding harsh items, situations, and relationships. Some of the masculines are too sensitive. They can't be around people that they were before. Release, yeah. Again, look, the same messages keeps coming out. Work with Archangel Michael, one of my closest guides. That's why the electric blue is always usually somewhere, to let go of what no longer serves you or your purpose. So yeah, there's a lot of karmic endings. It could have, happened already, or they're happening now. There's something about singing and I wasn't going to read it, but I think somebody needs it. Singing and dancing. That's on the thumbnail of one of the star signs. Again, remember that could be yours. Ignore what sign it is. Express yourself and awaken your psychic senses through the magical power of music and dance. Your angels want to help you with the situation, however, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. Have you asked the angels for help with this? Again, remember to ask your angels and your guides and your loved ones in spirit for the help. They can't help you if you don't ask for the help. Same as like people in the physical can't help you if you don't ask for the help. I don't know why I've picked up the tarot, but these are the absolutely jokes ones. So, um, how could you not like you, Claire? You're spot on, honey, brand new. So you, God bless. Thank you, Martin. But there's a lot of people that don't like me. And it's because I choose to shine my light despite that fact. So, but like I said, it's yeah, I was well trained up for this. That, um, if you hung around waiting for everybody to like you before you got on with stuff, especially if you're meant to be seen in public, you would never do anything. So, that's my advice to anybody else that's got a similar purpose. Don't hang around. Basically, in general, though, even if you're not doing work in the public eye and stuff, there's always going to be some jealous fucker that's got a problem with it. Do you know what I mean? So, whether it's people that do know you or don't know you, by the way, or the people that think they know you but they don't because they're only seeing one side of you, it's so just keep shining bright. Keep shining over their dim lights, honey. Thank you. Love it. I like the way you said that because it's like, that card has got like, your light irritates their demons. But I've never I like the way that you worded that. Right. Um So, what have we got? Why did I pick up? Oh, yeah, yeah, shit, right. I think oh no, no, the feminine, the feminine. So, what is the feminine now? Let's do it the same way. What is the higher self of the feminines? But it's probably just going to be the actual selves too. But what does the higher self of the feminines want to say to the masculines to comfort them at this time? The ones that need comfort, which is all of them. Um, you'll always be the one that got away, but I know that you'll come back. That feels like it's in line with a lot of stuff I've said. I've been told I'm a poet. Well, I did pull the poet in today's video. No word of a lie, I did. But yeah, a lot of your poets, because it's what's quite interesting it, because I have worked with a lot of divine masculine poets, basically, yeah, people that are amazing at writing poetry. Um, I do foresee, and I'm just wondering when it's going to be, but I know that I will be running like a men's Zoom circle at some point. So that'll be quite interesting when I do that. You know what I mean? That'll be quite neat. Like, and it'll just probably be, um, I'll probably just add it to one of the levels of the membership. But yeah, because it's just reminding me of something I went to, which is just very like the things that I hold. But it was when I said it was my auntie had got me stuff about. It was about like myths and legends and that. Yeah, I know. I remember. I remember. I wouldn't forget that about your poem. It was great. The But yeah, this thing I was on, it was like, you were meant to share. Basically, it was like you're sharing your medicine, like sharing a bit of your gift. And it was just really moving when, like, there was a few men, again, because it was anonymous, but like, there was a few men that shared, and like, there was someone that shared a bit of art, there was someone that shared a bit of poetry, there was someone that shared, but it was just what was so touching was like, you could tell, like, basically all of them were thinking it was shite, but it wasn't, like, it was really good. Um, and like that's when it was like, I knew when I was watching, my guides were like, that's what you're good at doing. Like you're good at encouraging people. Because that is my gift is helping me. My gift is helping you find yours. And that's why, like, throughout the whole time I've done this, I've always had people that send me their creative stuff like privately and stuff. And then eventually like some people then go out to share it with everyone else. It's so I'm just letting people know that are sitting hiding their gifts and talents. If you're needing support with that, that's what I help people with. Right, so look at this is I love how they're working with what I'm at. Well, they're telling me what to say, I suppose. I'm here for you day and night, and one day you will be right by my side. That's so emotional, guys. This is a very emotional message. It makes me mad to know others haven't appreciated how amazing you are. Oh my God, that feels in line with what's been coming through too. Um, and you see, that is true within the feminine because it's like when you really have aligned with your own energies, that's your own energy too. So if you love yourself unconditionally, it should make you mad to know that there's somebody that shares your energy that isn't being treated the way that they should be, that isn't treating themselves the way they should be at certain points of the journey too. Do you know what I mean? But that's the journey for the femme too. You've got to learn to detach and let it go. Well, that's why I always say it always comes down to control. I think this journey is always about letting go of control. And I think the ones with the heavy Scorpio have the hardest job. Right. So what would the feminine say in the physical? I feel that was in the physical too. I'm here day or night. That's certainly my stance on things, you know what I mean? I trust you. Oh, that feels like that's something that the masculines really need to hear because they've given a lot of reasons not to trust them. And these masculines know that. And I did speak about on the recorded one earlier, I do feel there are some shocks and surprises coming for feminines, you know what I mean? Like, and I feel it's a mixture of not so nice ones and nice ones. So it's really, it's a mixed bag, guys. But again, expect a miracle. I always say about Aquarius Moon is expect a miracle. And especially because of the wording on some of these cards, it's like, if you expect that you're about to get some bad news, you're more than likely going to get some bad news. But look at how these miracles are working for people when prayer and stuff works. It excites me. Oh my God, look at what just flipped out when I was saying that. It excites me to know that one day I'll be with you. Dream manifested. That's when you watched the one earlier, I spoke about manifestation loads, and then I flipped out a card out of all of these ones that said manifest, and that was how I got the confirmation that I meant to do that Zoom. We're a power couple, and I'm proud to be yours. So that's the energy that's I'm picking up on people that are either in physical union already or you're close to one. It's because that's like talking this is another collective. It hurts when you ghost me. It makes me feel like I'm nobody special when I know that's not true. And I love and accept you just as you are. And I feel with that one, I love and accept you just as you are. It's kind of like just saying that like you're not a perfect person, I'm not a perfect person. You've made mistakes, I've made mistakes, but I still love you unconditionally. And I'll hear you out. I think that's an important thing that's coming through here as well. Because you can still love somebody unconditionally and be upset by things, you know what I mean? And be like, right, okay, I'm going to need a bit of time myself to process this. And I think that is some of the stuff that's about. I wonder, oh my God, here's another sad one. I wonder why you want to spend time with anyone other than me. So again, these ones, I can feel you thinking about me. These ones I'm picking up, these last ones feel like people that are a bit on another bit of the timeline that some of you have already moved through because you know you wouldn't be wondering you know why it's when the person isn't valuing themselves. You're the first person I think of when I wake up and the last person before I sleep, so I feel it's like we used to be best buddies and now we're not, so I feel it's just getting across the energy of the feminines very much are still here for the masculines, but also detached and living your life, like, because you have to, because that's actually what helps them. Right, so what spiritual lessons can my shadow side teach me? Don't know why I'm shuffling these. How interesting. I just pulled the Hierophant. So, what spiritual lessons can my shadow side teach me? By basically listening to the divine, going inwards, and really doing that deeper healing in the last of this Scorpio energy, and especially with like Pluto and Capricorn delivering those tough karmic lessons. That's because look, that man looks like he's talking to the buffalo, isn't it? And it's funny because I did mention buffalo calf women, but that's a divine masculine. That's a powerful divine masculine, like connecting with the that animal there. Mm. Ten of Wands. What's going on in this? Weirdest ten of wands I've ever seen. What spiritual lesson can my shadow side teach me? This is somebody that's, if this is you, because I'm just going to read it as if this is you, right? Whether you're a man or a woman, um, your shadow side is teaching you you've taken on too much. Something's got to give. Again, whenever I say that phrase, it reminds me of the film with Jack Nicholson, Something's Got to Give. Which actually, specifically, that film is usually my signal for somebody that is just going to realise in the middle of the night that they love someone and they might just go and tell them in the middle of the night. So that could quite literally, when they give me film references, it often is going to be that specific for someone that somebody could be, because is it some, I always get these films mixed up. Where's Charlotte? She always helps me with the difference. Um, I think it is Something's Got to Give, is that one, where it's like he's an older man and he's realizing when he's with his friend that the gay guy that he wasn't friends with before, he's like he's having like a panic attack and he's realizing that he's realizing he's kind of he's like, what is it? Another guy's like, you're in love, you fucking idiot, do you know what I mean? And then he's like, just go and tell her now, kind of thing, you know what I mean? You've left it long enough. So it's that kind of energy. And that is what the Ten of Wands is about. Wait a minute, let's shuffle the sexual tarot and see if it, that, because the Ten of Wands, this is the best Ten of Wands card where it's like the couple of just it's all got a bit much and they're having to release the sexual tension. Um, is there anything else you want to tell us from this deck? Oh, look at that, guys. Oh my God. It's the best card in the deck. It's the sun card with the little naked couple. But yeah, it's like this is somebody that's been going inwards, listening to God. They're about to drop all the burdens, whatever the burdens are. And would you believe it? Oh my God, God is amazing me today. The first card out in the video earlier literally was burden. No word of a lie. And I often call the Ten of Wands the Ten of Burdens. This is somebody going in, listening to their higher self, listening to God, listening to their guides, dropping the things that are heavy to be happy. Beautiful. What's on the back? Four of Pentacles. Now, this could be somebody that in the past was holding back their feelings or was wary of money grabbers because they may have dealt with people like this in the past. But I also do feel that this is somebody that is like, collecting their coins or like, yeah, very protective of their assets. Quite rightly so, do you know what I mean? King of Swords, but this is somebody that's coming to bring truth and clarity. Look, that looks like another divine masculine. I love this deck. It feels like really divine like, it just looks like strong, powerful men in touch with their spirituality, is what I want to say. Awakened men. That's what it looks like on these cards. Again, you don't, I must stress, you don't need to be a guy with long hair. Both the guys that have got long hair I don't know, like, listen, no offense to people out there with long hair. I'm not saying it's, because it's kind of given like hippie vibes, you know what I mean? But it's just, they do look like powerful, strong, they just look like men that are like in touch with they're just comfortable within their own skin. That's what I mean. Like they're not kind of going along with like, cooling the gang, like, not being their real selves. Um, we've all been there, whether you're a man or a woman, so don't judge yourself, you know what I mean? I've definitely been in that. Well, I've not been a man. I've not been a man pretending, It's, again, we never know in this world because there's lots of people out there, especially in celebrity world, where you think it's a woman, it's not. It's a man. You think it's a man, it's not. It's a woman. Like you think it's a person, it's a soulless being. Do you know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not joking. Um, right, where's the shadowy cards? Fuck's sake, man. Got all these cards, and what's the question? What spiritual lesson can my shadow side teach me? Like, maybe this deck. Hope. I haven't given up hope on us yet. I feel like a part of me is missing without you. Well, that's like what I've already channeled. This is definitely somebody that the spiritual lesson that your shadow is teaching you is by being away from this person that you're realizing you're in love with. Again, it feels like I'm talking to divine masculines that are realizing who their true divine feminine is. It's realizing that you love something enough to fight for it and not just let it go. My God, now I feel like I'm in a film or something. It's like I'm giving a speech here or something. I don't know why I don't feel like that all the time, but it really did feel like it there. It's like, if you love something, you fight for it. You don't just let it go. I'm sure I watched it, guys. I have to be honest. I'm sure I watched a film and that's like a film. Oh, wait a minute, it's nearly coming. Oh, I know what it is. Of course it is. It's after. It is. It's an after. It's really sad that scene actually when she's like, you never, you know what I mean? You never have it in you to fight for us. And then it's sad because she's like, I'm sorry I couldn't fix you. which reminds me of that song, and I will try to fix you. So again, somebody could be trying to deal with codependency here too. You can't fix somebody. That's why you've got to let people decide that they want to heal for themselves, not for you. Like people have to do on the twin flame journey, the person will be inspired once they awaken who you are and that they because that's why true twin flame journeys, right? I'm sorry, but I have to say it like, unless there's like the teachers of it anyway, I'll have to say that the teachers of it, like me, and there's other people out there, but the teachers of it, usually there has been a significant separation, right? Because that's how you can teach from that place. I truly do believe anything, basically, anyone that's had a separation less than 5 years, to me, that's not significant. It's not significant enough. Uh, with the exception of some people I've come across where it's like there's definitely other things that have been a factor on their journey that make them, because people can't. That's the thing. You've got to be humble. People can just awaken really quickly and be really good at channeling stuff, but then usually something kind of it's like I don't know if I would call it a fall from grace, but it can be a bit of a false start. And then I've seen people go and have like a real sort of bigger ego death. And it's only really if people aren't very humble. That's the best way I put it. But um, when you fully sort, whereas I'm the kind of person I'd rather kind of really go through the thick of it, right, and go through something for a really, really long time before I kind of actually start talking about it. Which you'll notice that like I've been on social media in the public with this name for 10 years, right? But I didn't actually start owning talking about twin flames and me being a twin flame and twin flames being my expertise until 3 years ago. So that kind of gives you some sort of understanding of that's how meticulous I was, whether you call it perfectionist or it wasn't being about perfectionist, it was about I understand the seriousness of this journey and not wanting to be another person out there flicking about a few tarot cards and oracle cards and think they know what they're talking about because there's a lot of people out there confusing the fuck out of people. So hopefully that is not the case. Again, we've got to take all the stuff I'm saying is very Saturn like, but it's we've got to take personal responsibility. You know what I mean? Like you, again, when someone is doing something like what I'm doing right now, it's general. So if it's up to you whether you feel this is really speaking to you, and you've got to also not fall into the fairyland of thinking everything is for you. Although um don't mistake the fact that if you feel very connected to me, whether you're divine feminine or divine masculine, that it can be that quite a lot of what I say does really speak to you. So you're not imagining that. But like, you know what I mean? Like there's some people that like, if it's something like they're coming tonight or, this is gonna happen really soon, then because actually the one today said, your reunion is imminent. It will be for someone at some point when they watch this, but I don't know. I don't know who you. I don't know who throat chakra because someone's come throat chakra, or you don't know. You don't really know. You might think you know, and you don't know. When it actually happens, I'll be like, oh fucking hell. So, um, yeah, guilty. I feel pain from the damage I've caused. So remember, this was about the spiritual lesson that your shadow side is teaching you, and I feel that with me saying that we've seen from it, there's some this what the shadow lesson here is for you, divine masculines, is you're actually loving something enough to want to fight for it where you would have just left it before because you didn't care enough to be brutal about it. But it's like because this guilt is weighing heavy on your heart, God is not letting it leave your spirit because it matters to you. Runner, I don't want to run anymore. Fucking hell. By the way, I'm here for the dramaticness of this. So this does feel like masculines are taking personal responsibility for the pain that they've caused you if you're the feminine. But also it's about acknowledging, wait a minute, it's about acknowledging that if you are the masculines, male or female, to not beat yourself up because I've helped so many males and females over the years that whoever the karmic energies were in your life, whether they be, spouses or girlfriend, boyfriends, family members, friends, that'll do. Um, You couldn't see. So forgive yourself, you know what I mean? You couldn't see the truth. You might have thought you knew the truth, and you might have thought, oh, I don't want this, and fuck them, and whatever. But then you wake up and you're like, shit, I do want this. And that's, yeah, right. And so they made me pick up this. I don't know how much more I want to go into this though, guys, because I was going to go on and do a wee prayer circle, which again, I don't know. I don't know how long I'll be in there. 20 minutes, 30 minutes, probably an hour. But and then I still need to eat though, so wait a minute. I just saw him taking action. I'm a fool. I'm sorry I lied to you. This is the one where I always say I'm a dick, because fool isn't really in my lingo. I'm a fool. Um, I'm sorry that I lied to you. It was wrong, and I'm admitting that now. I was a fool. Hurting you hurts me. Wow, that's literally what I just said. Someone's taken responsibility for hurting you. Look, I'm on my way to you. I was on my way to you. Every heartbreak was another something. La 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 la, just taking it. I was never lost. I was just passing through. I was on my way to you. Fuck's sake, it's taken me months to stop singing that. It's so catchy. It's actually from a film called Marry Me. So maybe for some of you that are a bit further on the journey, somebody might actually want to marry you, because I've actually pulled commitment loads today as well. So, but again, another one of what I said about take it with a pinch of salt, because I'm just chucking messages out here. So I'm taking action. I feel empty without you. I know that I had to learn the hard way what I've lost and what I'm missing, but now I want it back. I hope you'll take me back, right? Oh my God. Thumbnail problems here. I think that one might be the winner, especially because it's got the hard, mysterious guy. That could be relevant too. Um, It's just me here, I guess. Just the two of us. I know, just the two of us. We can make it if it. I wish you were here with me. So again, all of this is relevant. Right. What's the next question? Why is this lesson important for me? Christ, I forgot what the lesson is. Well, the lesson is important. Let's shuffle this deck. The lesson is important for you because amazing. You need to own your power. It says your own power. This lesson is important for you because if this message is speaking to you, you're not like nobody's manipulating you, nobody's forcing you to do this. These are the masculines that are like, I've thought long and hard about this. I've listened to what other people have said. This is a masculine. I'm channeling this masculine's like, I've actually been able to see, because I did see that card, that people were sabotaging this connection before it even got going for some people. Um, and yeah, this is what I want. I really do care, even though I don't show it. So it could just be that people know exactly how they feel, but they're a bit kind of confused as to how to come forward. I don't want to be toxic anymore. Again, I'm telling you, the masculines I'm tapping into want to take responsibility for these are masculines that have grown up. Sorry, I mean that sounds like really patronizing, doesn't it? Again, but that's what I'm hearing. You know, I'm just delivering the message. It's like this is somebody that could have come across very immature before and treated it all as a bit of a joke and treated you as a bit of a joke, really. But this is somebody that's like owning their power. And I'm going to read it from planning as well, because I think this is the two wands. Yeah, it is. They're making plans. And also that's about twin flame union as well. I don't always read it like that, but some people really do. The imagination, aspirations, travel, pursuit of career dreams. But you see, that could even be as simple as somebody's traveling towards you because they know that they want you. You may be receiving quite a lot of positive attention at the moment, which is great, and I don't want to rain on your parade, but while someone is making you feel powerful, you're not really, are you? True power comes from within. So be wary though. That could also be people that are being led to the masculines that are getting stronger. within their soul with the soul retrieval and clearing their energy of the negative attachments, and you could start to attract a lot of attention. If you didn't already get it already, because a lot of you might get attention already. So it's just about, I feel a lot you're being tested with a discernment of like, wait a minute, does this person actually care about me? Something like that. True power comes from within. If you're doing a great job and you know it, fantastic, but don't rely on the assessments of others to make you feel good. And I've already said this in that stream. Like, and again, by the way, I feel the fact that I thought I was only going to be doing this for an hour and I've been sitting here for ages. This is because this is what needs, this energy needs to go out in the collective to transmute whatever stupid arguments are going on in the world, online and offline, about politics, mostly, I would say. Because I'm not wanting to go too much into this because I'll just fucking go to town. But I saw something before I came on about yesterday. I saw folk that were shaving their head, and I'm like, and it was somebody doing like basically a comedy sketch, being like, "Why are we doing a Britney Spears?" Like, and then the other one I just saw there was apparently there's women that are like saying they're not having sex and they're not doing it, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that going to do? And don't, I don't need you to explain it to me. I know what their reasoning is. It's fucking ridiculous. Um, but again, it's like, I can kind of see through that like that's like, well, that'll just play into the hands of people that are trying to stop the world repopulating, they're trying to like, make them be less of us, you know what I'm saying? So people stop having sex, that's going to do it. But actually, that's not such a bad thing. If some people that are choosing to do that are being more discerning about who they're swapping their energies with, but it doesn't really seem in that way. But anyway, moving away from that, but it was just because I saw something like that right before I came on. Um, I'm not saying that things are not going well. Just believe in your own worth and stay true to your dreams, not what smooth talker may be buttering you up with. Ooh, interesting. Why is this lesson important for me? Because somebody's fighting for, when they get to this point, someone's going to fight for what they want because they've realized it's important to them and they don't want to lose it forever. That's the kind of serious energy that I'm feeling here. And the lesson is important for you because you don't want to fall at the last hurdle of when you're reclaiming your energy, you're going to be very attractive. Divine feminines and divine masculines, you're going to be very attractive to others because you're standing in your power and you are going to attract a lot of smooth talkers or the equivalent of whatever a female one of that would be. So just be aware of the temptation. The devil will send you temptation, especially right before you're about to get what you really want and deserve. So don't jeopardize it. Again, that's my Saturn talking again. It's hilarious. What challenge might stand in the way of learning this lesson? Now we need the tarot. If the devil comes out or something, that would be the fact we could use. What challenge might stand in the way of learning the lesson of discerning who the smooth talkers are? The people talking shite, whether they're female or male. People just try to get in your pants, basically, whether you're a man or a woman. To be blunt. Like, here for a good time, not a long time. Love them and leave them. Because that's the thing, yeah, the men go through a phase where they're no fucking arsed anyway. They're just wanting what they want and they're off, right? And then, but not all men are actually like that. And it's important that people know that, if anybody does struggle, if you're a woman out there or whatever, same sex couples, if you're someone out there that struggles with believing that there are good men out there that won't treat you like that, then, definitely come and get some hypnotherapy for that. But we can clear some of your limiting beliefs around that. Because yeah, as long as you have strong boundaries and you don't settle for less than what you're worth, you will attract what you deserve. But you still got to be discerning. Um, and the same, yeah. So again, I'm saying that to, and I'll say it the other way around too. Like there's good men out there. Like I've worked with them, good men out there that really want a good woman, or like whatever. Change it if you're same gender, but like But there's a lot of men that just think there's loads, like women are just like not to be trusted, and that they're fooling around in that, and they're not wrong. There is, like, you know what I mean. But not all women are like that. You know what I mean? So work on your limiting beliefs and discernment, so that you're not one of these people that feels like you need to fuck over everyone before they fuck you over, because not everybody is like that. Oh, yeah, a King of Cups in reverse. So whatever, so for same-sex couples, or if you're a woman out there, be wary of a manipulative man, because that, remember, this is the challenges that might stand in the way of you being in your power. Now, this is interesting because I'm more actually going to read the energy of the picture, but this is the death card. So again, somebody's going through an ego death. But look at the picture. That's a man in a storm, and that's I pulled this. What was it? Yeah, I pulled the storm card again today. Actually, again, the thumbnail was really good today. It's like, again, I don't think it's good by YouTube's terms, but I do things by my own rules, and it's like it's just very clear that somebody is having an ego death, and that is the death card is Scorpio, which we're in right now. But just, yeah, be aware that, like, because it was in reverse, like somebody might still be going through stuff, but not fully letting you know that. So that could be a challenge for a feminine, I feel. I think another challenge could be that you're believing it's too good to be true, that like this pentacle is coming towards you. So whether this be success, money, or somebody coming towards you with an offer, that could actually be for the people where I was picking up on, like, commitment coming towards you. Like, what's the catch? What's the trick here? Yeah, don't get in your own way. Blocks. Blocks are being lifted. Karmic justice is coming in. Seven of Swords. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse. If somebody was deceptive in the past, the blocks are being lifted to that. I feel the truth and the clarity is coming. Look, we've had the King of Cups in reverse. Now we've got the Queen of Cups in reverse. So yeah, be wary of manipulative women as well coming back into your life. This feels like people's exes, to be honest. Like manipulative women around you. And remember, this doesn't even need to be in romance. Like this can actually be like manipulative family members and stuff too, or friends, or because half the time I think for a lot of masculines as well, like that, a lot of guys especially can fall for the female friends, like Jezebels in disguise, that are trying to get in that way. Oh, I'm your friend. Oh, look, I've just dropped all my clothes on the floor. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like, how does my shadow inform my spirituality? Oh my God. Right. And then I think I'm going to get going. I'm going to get going. Oh, my back's a bit sore into that. So again, somebody could be having some Kundalini awakening energy here, because that'll go away when I come off, but my back's, they're putting some kind of pain right up my back, and that can be like the Kundalini energy. Um, oh, how does my shadow inform my spirituality? Again, Five of Pentacles in reverse. Again, this is the exact same message that came out today. If remember it, the main message was I'm struggling with money. So if you're a masculine that is struggling with money, I say this quite a lot, but it's because it's true and somebody need to hear it. Don't let money issues stand in the way of going to your divine feminine, because some of you, you're not actually like, that's the frustrating thing. Some of you are not actually going to be able to um attract money in the way you want to until you're with your divine partner. That's only specifically for some, because for some it might be, again, that, like I said in the one earlier, you could actually have, like, you could be really comfortable financially, but you're out in the cold because you feel out in the cold from your feminine's life. So it's like, you could have everything materialistically, and again, and that is totally, that was the main message of the one earlier. But you're out in the cold, so it's like your shadow is informing your spirituality, that actually You might have everything you wanted or you thought you wanted, but you can't have the person you want without going towards them. It's oh God, and right as I said that, I felt like a heat at my it was like right on my hip, so it would be like the sacral chakra, the solar plexus. So this is someone's feel. Give us another one for that. Yeah, two of pentacles. Look, juggling. But the two of pentacles can also be like balancing your finances, but I sometimes see it as like balancing the physical and the spiritual. Like, um, but I do think that is what they're saying. There's some masculines that are like just not feeling like things are in place. Like just not, it's to do with self-worth. If you're trying to get a load of money together, you're never going to feel good enough without doing that inner work. It's not actually about the amount of money you have and the stuff you have. It's about how you feel about you, which is why I say all the time, half the time when people say that they've not got money to spend on my sessions and stuff, it's actually to do with self-worth and self, you know what I mean? So again, not always, but a lot of the time it has. And that's why, like I said, that's why like I just call a spade a spade. I'm like, oh, but you've got money to go and spend on a night out and buy a new this and that and blah blah blah. But you know what I mean? You got to, and again, this is all the energy what came out earlier. Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, look. They came out in reverse. So, and then look at the wee couple in the middle. I feel what they're saying is it's like if you're overly focused on getting your Ten of Pentacles, more so than the love, you've got it wrong. Because what I was homing in on is see the wee couple. I was home in on the wee couple, and it's quite funny. I can hear fireworks going off right now. I was home in on the wee couple in the middle. That's what really matters. This is how you build generational wealth, the love. The unions bring in the unique codes for your union, which this is such a galactic New Earth message that's coming through. Like more so than usual, because I always do that in Aquarius Moon. But um this is the exact energy of the one from earlier. It was about, again, I say a couple, it makes it sound like two people, but it's a group of powerful twin flames that are going to be helping people with money. And that can look like all different kind of ways for different people. Because, like I said, I help people with money, which it really makes me laugh sometimes. Because sometimes I've no fucking got very much of it. Quite a lot of the time, actually. Sometimes my money's all right, but a lot of the time there's always something going on. But it's because I'm good at that two pentacles sort of like, I can help people that are in financial difficulty. And listen, is I can actually help people that are in financial difficulty because I still, I was helping people for free up until a few months ago. And the only reason I'm not doing that anymore is because I was guided to something about when you, so I get it, I have to keep stressing this if you help people for completely free, you're giving people permission to curse you and hex you and stuff like that. So it's really important you don't do that. Take some type of energy exchange. Um, I don't count it so much when I get guided to do free cards, like on here. Whenever I sort of feel like it, like I keep it to the Leo Moon strictly now. But that's what you got to be aware of that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, people fucking try and hex you that anyway, but it's it's just you're actually it's because it's to do with it. Let's get these, but it's to do with the energy around money. Like I've said all along, there is an evil energy attached to money, um, and so that's what it's about. That's why it's kind of like this is how you could tell if someone has sort of demons around them if they're not even willing to give you like 50p or a pound or something. That's, you know what I mean? It's there's something going on because it's like, why not? Do you know what I mean? It's like if you've just it is a thing. So that's only just for some people that might be listening that need to know that. Um, right. So I wish I had long hair. I used to have a ponytail. Used to watch a lot of Steven Seagal. I think you said that before, Martin. That's funny. It's just me here again. Oh yeah, I read that bit, but I must have missed that comment. Um. I'm not going round in circles with family and people from the past, Claire. Everything has been going right for me and Danny since we moved on from people. So that is that. Again, some people really need to hear that as well. You know what I mean? It's sad, isn't it? But it is a lot of I've been helping a lot of people with that recently, that it's can take quite a long time, to really, because you're like, am I being too harsh? Is there anything I can do? And there are stuff that you can do. If people are unmarried, or you can do a lot of generational healing, and you might see the change in the people around you. But it really just depends how bad it is. You know what I'm saying? So, but I never give up hope. Like I said, like I've helped people where, it might just be that you need to spend 6 months or even a year or something away from people, and they'll go through their own transformation. And then maybe you can like reunite with friends and family. And because again, that is what happens with twin flames too. You have to spend time apart from your twin flame if they're not treating you right, and you're not going to treat yourself right and all that. Because that's why after is always a brilliant example. Um, and then come together, because they come together in a really beautiful way. Um, but sometimes it's just not the case, so it's good to be realistic as well. So I suppose it just depends. Like I would say, I think it depends on the intentions behind people's intentions to harm someone. It's like what I said the other day about, like, psychological harm. Like when you've got karmic energies that like literally go out their way to really hurt someone, like that's the people you want to be wary of. Like, but even that, it comes from trauma. It all comes from trauma. So, but yeah, it just again, it's unique case by case, because you don't want to be one of these people that's always forgiving people because, oh, this has happened and that's happened to them. Yeah, but what about taking responsibility for what you've went through and go and getting the healing like other people do? And again, when people, oh, I haven't got the money, there's people like me on YouTube doing it for free. There's no excuse. You know what I mean? It's just laziness. I don't like the word lazy, but that is what my guides are saying. So I'm using the word lazy. It is. Some people want to do the work, some people don't. Recognize the ones who are doing the work, recognize the ones that are not. If you're doing the work, I'd basically, be protective and discerning of your energy. Um, I'm not a materialistic man. I'm all about health is your wealth. Exactly. That's the divine masculine. I've been helping people for free all my life. So what does that mean? Well, again, it would depend on what you mean, because that so have I, like it's like I said, my work is a mixture of both, because the work that I come on and do here is service work. And but yeah, it just depends, because there's different ways of doing that. It's more particularly in I think it matters more with the work that I do, in the terms of, because I'm clearing dark energy from people. So maybe the curses. You just read my mind. I actually saw the pumpkin, but I hadn't read what you wrote yet. Maybe the curses bounce off me since I was born on Halloween, gods of the underworld and all that. That is exactly it, Martin. Like that is exactly it. I do believe that, and it's funny because I didn't remember that you were born on Halloween, but when I was filming some of those videos around Halloween, I was saying, like, sorry if you were born on Halloween, because it's like, but it's like that is true, because like my cousin is like the All Saints Day as well, and she has actually got a very pure energy about her. Do you know what I mean? So like, um, yeah, I do think there is something in that. You were born on that day because you can handle it. And it's like, I'm born the 18th of April, and the energy around that day is very Joan of Arc. And again, if people can't see that that's my energy, they're a bit blind, you know what I mean? But it is, yeah, I'm just a justice warrior, truth warrior, like you know what I mean, and I'll fucking die on that hill. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to be shouting the truth about the things going on in the world, especially when it comes to anything where that brings children into harm's way, but adults too, because I protect people's inner child. So and again, I'm willing to speak out about things when people aren't. So that's my whole thing. But it's because that energy around the end of Aries season is very powerful. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. That's what just came on. I'm not just randomly singing it. With somebody who loves me. See, that's a divine feminine that knows her worth. Count your blessings. And the firework went off when I said that. Counting your blessings and feeling gratitude for what you already have helps you be centered in your heart and instead of fixated in worries on your mind. What and who are you grateful for right now? Keep focusing upon gratitude and you'll discover the amazing generosity of the universe. And that's what I mean about, money doesn't always come in the forms of a check in the mail, like what happened on this, or like landing a big client or like getting a big sale at your work or whatever. It can come in the form of finding somebody on YouTube like what I'm doing right now, you know, or and getting the message that you need that was general, that felt personal, or people that are doing free cards or people that are praying, and like I just happen to be doing that right now, but there's loads of other amazing people. Usually I find twin flames that are doing that too. And again, that's like I said, like, like I really feel it when people are genuine and they've got genuine intentions to help the collective and to help people heal. You really do feel it when they pray for you. Others not so much. Like, there's specific people that I really feel it from. And like I said, it's like I don't let just anybody send me healing or pray for me. Like my guides will just bat it off if I don't trust people. But see, when I do and I let them in, I really do feel it. So that's why I'm happy to do that for people as well. Look, God is your source, because that's other chosen ones, basically, is what I find. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. In God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there's plenty of abundance for all to share. Wow. I mean, again, oh, for fuck's sake, this is one of these lives where I feel like I've taken us to spiritual online church. Look, sever vows of poverty. Boom, drop the mic. So, what I'm going to end this on is I am, oh God, that was really loud. Like I said, if you're already in the highest level of the membership, I'm going to be holding a group Zoom, which currently is just going to be me and the one person on that level. Um, so like that'll be for about 45 minutes and then I'll have a wee tea break. And then from 9 o'clock, I'm going to hold a 2 hour Zoom at least. It might be a bit longer. I don't know. We'll just see. And that's going to be focused on all of this stuff, like clearing a lot of the negative mindset around money and calling in abundance. It's like I just said about the union codes that bring in abundance. Like whenever I've done something around the Taurus full moon or Capricorn full moons, they really do listen and they will bring in this very activating energy at the root chakra of abundance, even if that has just helped you feel a bit more clearing the dark energy that's trying to attack your mind that you've not got enough money. Because I can see that happening in close ones, loved ones around me that are getting pulled into this, vacuum of fear, like what they've been trying to fucking pump out, like, like crazy for the last, you know, forever, really. But but yeah, sheer vows of poverty. Sever, not share, sever. But again, that there's no mistakes around here. Someone like you're just sharing that lack consciousness of poverty, and it's not helpful. Dear one, no, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. God is your source, yeah. So again, I don't always know until the moment. So that's how I operate, is that the energy flows through, in the moment. So if you feel called to join that, I'll better put a I better put a post out about that tonight because that'll come about quickly. So it'll be a week tonight, right? So actually it's just past 8 o'clock here now, UK time. So a week from right now, I will be doing the group Zoom with the person and whoever else has decided to join, if anyone else is there. Um, and then and then at 9 o'clock on the Friday, we'll do the abundance activation for whoever wants to join that. And yeah, and then I just cut it at God is your source again. Well, I'll tell you this, Claire, people have treated me like shit all my life, but they will never take my love for helping people. It's just who I am. Yeah. And again, it's because there's a reason why you say God bless all the time. Like Martin, I honestly feel like you were something biblical in a past life or something. Do you know what I mean? Um, but so I see the Joan of Arc in you, Claire, proud, strong Scottish woman. Love it, Martin. I love that you could see that. Um, a group chat. I'm in, honey. What was that bit too? Right. Oh, my phone's charged. So why are they singing that to me? I'm hearing the song at the end of After. I'll use you as a warning sign that if you something, 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 oh, I found love where it wasn't supposed to be, right in front of me. Talk some sense to me. So that could be significant too. Named after Saint Martin and Saint Right. Oh yeah, I think we might have spoke about this before. Yeah, there's definitely something in it. Like I could feel it. Yeah. Somebody found love where they weren't supposed to. So that one just wanted to come through before I get off here. Oh my God. Remember there was stuff about family. Be careful because the seed just fell on the floor. That's most of the time that's always what that means to me. But that could also be now that could be many things. That could be in that way, or it could be wary of those planting the seed of doubt, but that could also be planting positive seeds of intention. Because I was singing that song, why was I singing that song? But again, just so that you know, like that song is right at the very end scene of the last After film, where it's very, very emotional. And it's, they get it on because there's just a shitload of sex in these films. I mean, it's just what it is. But again, it's not even, it just doesn't even feel strong enough to call it, it's like sacred. Seriously, you need to watch it. It's like, you know what I mean? But it's, it's more moving because like right before it's the fact that it's like, she's like, you really pissed me off. And he was like, I was just trying to get your attention. So, you know what I mean? It's about forgiveness, really. You know what I mean? It's like because they've been in separation for like it wasn't quite 2 years. I think it was like meant to be like 15 months or something. But um they triggered each other. That's the point, and that's why I just I'll forever use that example of healing codependency. Like when the time that they spent apart healing themselves and knowing themselves got them, because they're a brilliant example of like they didn't go after other people. Do you know what I mean? Like, and he had a girl throwing herself at him. Not throwing herself. Again, I like that girl in that film actually, but like, you know, she tries it. But yeah, and she's stunning. That Tessa, that actress is. It's quite funny because she's got an American accent in it, but she's Australian. But whenever I've heard her true voice, I'm like, it just kills it for me because I'm like, I love her accent in the films. Like it's not like I don't like well I kind of don't it's not like I don't like her real accent but I do like her fake accent better. So but yeah, there's something quite poignant coming through about that. Like you don't get hurt by somebody like that unless there's a lot of feelings going on, which unfortunately though that's why people can get confused with karmic energies. You think, oh, I'm feeling that passion about this because it's love, but actually from personal experience with that, whether it's like about romantic stuff or friends, it's not healthy. It is codependency. It's very toxic. You don't know what you're going to get, from day to day. It's that's not love. It doesn't mean you can't love these people, but it's it's not, it's not safe and it's not healthy. And when you actually heal properly, you'll be like, I can't believe I was even in these situations where I felt that on edge, whether it's love, friendships, family, But again, I'm more speaking to people like if you really did feel like you're completely on edge all the time, I just hope that you get to a point where you heal enough that you don't need to feel like that anymore. I knew exactly what I was doing. And I think that one's came out, you see, because Oh shit, yeah, look what I just said, especially because I just said that scene in After where he's like, I was just trying to get your attention. So you know what I mean? It's like that's that card's a good one because it can mean different things at different times. I want to feel that way again. So that it could quite literally be someone was trying to get your attention. I regret lying to you. I wish I could share my good news with you. No, it's quite funny, right? Because I mean, it could be that for, but like I always think whenever somebody's like, "Oh, I've got something to tell you," you're always like, "Who's pregnant?" But it's kind of like it's So I mean, because I always think that it could be like could be things like that. But it's like um, it feels like this is like an energy of like you and I were too young. Like it's like whenever anything good or bad happens in my life, I want you first. That's the kind of vibes I'm getting here. I regret lying to you. Yeah, so there's the same message keeps coming. I left when I saw you with someone. So that could, oh my voice went funny there. That could be like, where um, yeah, for those of you where that would apply, where it's like if you even leave the house, if you're not like me, but it's like, where you've maybe been seen with someone and it could be misinterpreted as something else. Like if you've got like, say you're a girl and you've got like guy pals or something that are just friends, or you're like a girl that's got like guy pals, it's just, or I think this can also mean where people have lied. Like, and being like, "Oh, I heard she was like speaking at such and such, or I heard she was, or I heard he was doing this, or I heard, you know what I mean?" So, um, I hide behind material things, and I left when I saw you with someone. Oh my God, yeah, so that's definitely significant for someone. But also, the hide behind material things is the energy of what's come out to it. And there it is again. I regret lying to you. So yeah, there's a big thing coming through about it was my fault, but I blamed you, and I'm not available. So that's telling quite a story too. So there could have been lies involved here where somebody said they're single and they're not. And, well, if it's that, somebody could have put the blame on you or something. Again, don't take that if it's not yours, but it's clearly someone's because it's coming through. And I feel you even though we're apart and I'm starting to understand their connection. You see, so yeah, I really do feel like that because I've got it back in the flow of this. I feel that could be for people that like, before they've fully awakened, they could have been quite confused and drawn to you. Um, and then they might have saw it as something toxic. Like they might have that's what I mean about like, they could have felt like it was like the devil pulling them to work. You know what I mean? Like it was something wrong. Like you were in addiction or something. And then I feel like this is a masculine working out. Oh no, wait a minute. That's my true twin. That's my divine counterpart. That's the person I'm meant to be with. And that's why I'm pulled to them. And it's the people I've been with that are the distractions. I'm starting to understand this connection. And now we've got, yeah, I'm not available in reverse. So now they're telling you about ones that like basically, yeah, come out of, attachments. I know that I crossed the line with you. Yeah, that's definitely picking up on stuff like that, where there's been like entanglements and stuff. Scorpio stuff, guys. I left when I saw you with someone, right? I always stop when that keeps coming out. So it's like one of the two things. Either somebody's mixed up something that they saw, or or people have been lying about somebody being with someone. So anyway. There'll be someone's. Let's end it with these. Oh shit! Oh, I can't be bothered, guys. I'm not going to read it. I was going to read that other thing, but I can't be barsed. What does this said? Mac blah 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 is available and will be installed later tonight. Okay. Um, Danny would like it. She's into all that 50 Shades crap. Yeah, that was my favourite until I saw After. Like, because I saw 50 Shades of Grey ages ago. I don't know if it was at the pictures, mind you. No, I wasn't at the pictures. I just saw that on DVD, and I always turn it off right before the end. It's fucking brutal, man. I'm like, fucking hell. Um, and and then I watched the second. Wait a minute, had I seen the second? No, and then I saw the second one. maybe I hadn't even. And then anyway, the third one I only saw. I think it was last. I think I saw that. Like, was it last year or the year before for the first time? But I was hooked. I watched it like loads of times in a row because it was on the movie channel. So now I've watched them loads. That's what I used to do on the Scorpio moons. I used to watch the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy. Now I watch after. But I've just got through the whole of the five after films again, so I'll need to go back to 50 Shades of Grey. I really do try and keep me and Danny and the kids away from all the negative stuff. Yeah, it sounds like you do, and it sounds like you do a good job of it, so keep it up. Right, give us some New Earth messages because there's been a very high vibrational frequency coming through today, which is, like I said, it's got a lot to do with that's why I've been on here that long. This energy just needs to go out. So, because look, they just pulled me at the angel of channeling when I said that. How funny is that? So that's what I mean. Like sometimes I know, sometimes I don't know, but I suspect it's because whatever's going out there in the world, um, the energy needed to be transmuted. So I was gonna, I was gonna film some videos for Saturday and Sunday, but that's not happening. I'm not doing that tonight. But I will quickly go into the membership right after this. Need a drink. No, I will. I'll go in right after and we'll just quickly go into prayer circle for whoever's here. And yeah, integration. For oh, look at this. Wow. I'm being so dramatic again. Forgive self. And I've said that during this. There is a strong need to forgive yourself. So some of the masculines are still in that. Keep at it. And I don't feel I even need to say it the feminines to forgive your masculine because I feel you already have. Like I said, half the time it isn't actually that you're not forgiven. It's funny because it's really interesting. Like when I've tuned into others, it often is when some twin flame people are talking to their collective, but with our collective, that's I don't even want to insult people's intelligence. I feel the people that tune in to me the most, you've already forgiven your twin flame a long time, no matter how dark and bad it's got, by the way. I feel it's more about the masculines needing to forgive themselves. Forgive self and others. Reunion, let go of defences, open the door, including what's and also the fact that I just skimmed past reunion. But also it's important that that includes forgiving the karmic partners and karmic energies. That can be a hard thing too. But just know that, that can stand in the way of your reunion and union. So if you're harbouring resentment and struggling to forgive the karmic anyone in your life, try to work on that because they're a part of the story, good or bad, love it or hate it, you know what I mean? Um, Nobody can say that they haven't tried their best to stop this. Let go of defences, open the door. I think that's got more meanings than one. Open the door. I think there's going to be moments because of me saying about something's got to give. Was it something's got to give? Now I'm getting mixed up. But because I said that about, I think there is, yeah, manifest. And signing off is your Lemurian guide. Again, it's different names I resonate with. But look, sister, friend, teacher of infinite, universal love. That's what I've been doing here. And it was the Arcturians and the Palladians that came through very strongly in the one earlier, but it was the Lemurian energy that seems to be, yeah. Co-creation, gratitude, divine alignment, joyful visions. And that's what I'm saying about that's how I know that it's like they really want me to offer that Taurus full moon abundance activation. So we'll just see who wants to do it. But yeah, forgive self and others, reunion, let go of defenses, and open the door. Manifest. Some of you have manifested that. Might have already happened for some of you, but some of you, this is about to happen. You're going to be opening the door to a new opportunity. So make sure you recognize that. Um, I forgave people, but I'm not opening the door, honey. Yeah, Martin, you don't count because you're already. That's fucking hilarious. I. That's a good point. Only open the door to people you trust. But I feel that I've got a sense that it's about opening the door. It's the divine feminines opening the door to their masculine. That's what I feel that's about. I don't open the door to karmic. I don't fucking open the door to karmic energies either. Whether it's like the literal door or the spiritual door. Don't knock at either of them, karmic energies. Again, always sending love and prayers for people to be the happiest that they can be, but not fucking interested. If people leave me in my darkest hours, I don't want to hear from them. Do you know what I mean? Especially not as I keep elevating and growing and doing well. I'll be very wary of people that come fucking, oh, hi, oh, I've not seen you in it. No, no, I've not seen you in ages because I trust you. Fucking see you later. You know what I'm saying? Whether you were this or that or it, no. Don't hit me with that. That's insulting. Um, no, I really don't think anybody would do that with me at this point because of all the eyes that I pull in the cards. People are watching. So um but yeah. Always buffering with like, that doesn't go for my Twinflame, but he knows that. So High Priestess, yes. High Priestess. But because I'm a High Priestess, we do need to make that clear if you are putting that message out. Because High Priestesses are mysterious. Powerful psychic insights, reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. And I'm going to leave it at this. I really am going to leave it now. So thank you, Martin. I loved that it was just me and you hanging out. And if you want to hang out further, I'm going to go straight into the membership where we're going to do a bit of a prayer circle. So it might just be me and you there again. But you see, it's quite good because I've generated all this healing energy while we've been sitting on here. So I can go in there and let's hope you're winning more, free stuff. But yeah, be at peace. I feel this is psychic insights you can trust, right? Because I clear my energy and I tap into God, basically. I'm not tapping into demons. They can't come knocking at our door here, right? It's very protected. All people can do is look and lurk, basically. Um, but and that's why, you will see on other channels, like, way more interference and negativity in that. Like, again, I really do protect this channel very fiercely. And yeah, that's already came through. Reflection and meditation that provides valuable information. Go inwards. If you're confused about who to trust in this journey, go inwards and go to God or go to people that can connect clearly like I can. But you can go direct to source as well. So, sometimes we just need somebody else to give, that insight. But yeah, be at peace. I hope wherever you're at in your life, you're at peace. But I'm going to end this here. So sending all that love out into the collective where it's needed. And yeah, have a lovely weekend. I know I'm going to. Whenever I spend time with my bestie, it's always